Are you back at Mayhem?
No, I'm in the at my home right now.
Oh, I see the piece of plywood. You got a gym there, Samuel?
Yeah, it's my home gym. Look,
Oh my God. Wow.
this is where I train every day.
Wow. Hey, so when you're not there, that thing just sits empty?
I mean, my wife workouts every day at lunch, and I got a couple of friends who come at nights. So most of the time in the day, it's empty if I'm not there. But there's some people at night who come here and train.
What a beautiful place. Did you build that yourself, Samuel?
Yeah, I did that with my dad 2 years ago, actually. Yep.
Crazy. Do you own your house?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
No, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it.
How old are your kids?
Liam is 6.5 now, and Mila, my daughter, is 2.5. Yeah.
Oh man, they're stoked. They're gonna grow. So they basically are growing up in that gym.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're having a blast in here. They love the handstand walk ramp. That's kind of like their thing, like just going on it with the bike and jumping on it and running on it and all that stuff.
Hey, did you already get at it this morning?
Yeah, I did the early session this morning. I usually train early on Tuesday and Thursdays because we got baseball tonight with Liam. So it's just easier for me to just train a little earlier on Tuesday morning and get it done by the end of the day so I can go to the baseball with him and stuff like that.
Hey, I was thinking somewhat when like I'd be in the 3rd grade, right? And I would be in a class and like my best friend would transfer out, right?
Yeah.
Or I would transfer out, or even on the days if they didn't leave altogether, there'd be days I'd get to school and my best friend was sick, right? He wouldn't be there. And
Yeah.
that followed me all the way through life. Even when I worked, all the jobs I had, I never looked forward to my job or the activity. I always looked forward to the people I would see there.
Yeah.
Like even in college or even when I worked at CrossFit, I had my friends there that I would go into work and, oh, those are my friends. And I saw it as a place to like see my friends. Are you done with Mayhem in that way? That like, was that a hard, I mean, you're in Montreal more. I've watched like 3 interviews with you now and it sounds like you're at home way more. Are you missing your friends?
Yeah. No, I mean, I do miss them for sure. It's just, if I go back in time and like the last couple of years, the kids was actually, younger. So it was actually a little easier for me, to travel and go there back and forth, be there full time when I was in team with Rich in 2022. But now that, like Liam is 6.5 now, and like, I mean, that you got kids, and like, when I'm telling him like, hey, I'm taking the plane in a couple of days and all that stuff, like he doesn't like it anymore. He understands the whole thing. So it's just a decision that I make this year that like, at the stage that I am right now in my career, the age I have, I'm a dad of 2. He's older, and you know, I was grateful. I'm really grateful for all the time that I had, to just enjoy life and training, all that stuff. But now, like, I feel like I got, um, more important responsibilities as a dad. So for me, just being here more often in the year and stuff like that, it's like it's me trying, to be more present for him and still do CrossFit full time. So that's why I haven't been at Mayhem lately this season. So yeah.
And I guess now that you mention it like that, there's no one I'd rather spend time with than my kids. They've kind
Exactly.
of transcended my friends. Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, it sucks. There's a side of that. For me, it sucks because I made a lot of friendship and friends there at Mayhem, and I miss my people. I miss Tyler. I miss Rich. I miss Luke. I wish I could be there with them and train and hang out sometimes. But my life is here, and my family's here. I got friends here too. So yeah, I'm trying to focus more to be present here full time. But I'm still in contact with them, and we're still like FaceTiming and stuff like that. I know that Tyler and Bailey are planning maybe to come at the end of the year to my house for a week and just hang out. So that'll be fun. So yeah.
At the end of the year, won't it be cold? It'll be freezing up there at that point, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to bring them here before the winter. So like
Yeah.
maybe something like around I don't know, like October or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But no, I'm not gonna bring them here when it's 3 feet of snow and freaking cold.
Corey Leonard, Samuel Cournoyer.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's not how you spell it though, right?
No, it's not how you say it, but it's pretty good. But I think the best way, I don't remember if I told you that before, but I think the best way will be to say like core, like your core,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like when you say people no, and like
yeah.
yell yay. So just put those three words back to back, and you'll be fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, was moving to Mayhem an option? Like, just take the whole family down there? You did.
Uh,
How long did you train there? 6 years.
Almost. I mean, not 6 years. Almost five. Um, I mean, we did think about it, but like my parents are here, my
Mm,
wife's parents are here,
mm.
grandma, grandpa, they're still alive. Like we have a lot of family here, so it's like I felt like if like us moving full time in Cookville would have been like kind of selfish, just separate the kids from the family and stuff.
Yep,
So
yep.
at the time, it was just more easier for me to just go do your thing, go train full time, do your stuff, and like we'll have a life later with everyone. So it was just easier for me to travel back and forth.
Hey, is there a cultural difference? Are you in a small town outside of Montreal, or what's
Yep.
the is are you in a similar rural area like Nashville or like sorry, Cookville?
Uh, it doesn't look like Cookville, but it feels kind of the same. Like I'm living like 40 to 45 minutes up north from downtown Montreal. So like it's called a little city called Saint Jerome here. It's a small town. People almost know everyone. Kind of like Cookville. So it does feel a little the same. Yeah.
Is it? Do you have a? Are the cultures significantly different? Like, is there some culture shock?
Uh, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't feel so, but at the same time, I don't go out. I don't go out often,
Mm.
so I just feel like I feel like people in Cookville have more uh, respect for everyone, like for each other. Like if someone by the road have a flat tire or something, like I feel like people in Cookville will stop and ask for help and like give the help if need. But I feel like here in Quebec, people are maybe a little more selfish.
Mm.
So if you have a flat tire by the road, even if you like try to do something, stop someone, you might not have a good shot. But yeah.
Uh, Um, has anyone noticed that you've changed from hanging out with those guys, with the country folk, and then you come home and like your wife or your parents or anyone's like, "Oh, wow, you're changing."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think my wife, my parents can tell. Like this Sam back in 2020 and to the Sam's now. I'm for sure different. I learned a lot from people there in Cookville, especially like relation to gods and stuff like that. And that was new for me, but I really liked it, and I still learn about it. So it's cool. I did change. Yeah, I did change.
Hey,
That's for
does
sure.
that freak them out? Do you have any people in your family who are, against religion or don't understand religion, or did it freak them out? That you got
No,
closer? No.
no. I mean, my grandpa who passed away last year, he was a believer of God. So it's just like things are different around here. Like back in the days, they were teaching it like the Bible stuff and everything, but with the modern time now, it just kind of like went away. So people still know about it, but like it's not like has as much as important. Let's say like people in Cookville and stuff like that. So it's people still know what who God is and Jesus is, but it's not like like there's no church on Sunday here. Like
But
it's kind of like that time is gone.
but like
Um,
your family doesn't freak out at all. Like I remember my sister's like over 20 years sober, and she went to AA and she became a Christian. And I remember like the first 10 years, I was like, oh shit, what happened to my sister?
no,
I was like almost like I was opposed to it.
yeah, no. I mean, I don't. We don't talk about it, but they know that I've been, like studying a little bit what the Bible is and stuff like that. If they ask me questions, they love when I talk about it, and I maybe like I said, my grandpa was a God believer too, so it's they're not against it. It's just I'm not a guy. I'm not gonna be the guy who force it to them,
Mm.
and I'm not. I don't want them to be like, hey, you don't have to. You don't need to do that or stuff like that. I feel like we have all our life, and if I want to believe in God, it's my choice. If they don't want, it's their choice.
Hey, when you went team, obviously, I'm guessing you trained a lot with Rich.
Yeah, I mean all the time.
Okay, and then all of a sudden, then you go back to individual, and he retires.
Yep.
Was that weird too? Was that shitty too? Was it like, oh, my friend's not around to train with?
Yeah.
Or did Luke automatically just fill in the void?
No, I mean it was hard. It was hard actually. It's like growing up, I played team sports all my life. Like I play hockey all my life, but outside of hockey, I did some boxing for training with my dad. But I play basketball, I play flag football, I play baseball with friends for fun. So I always been like a team. So when I went back to the team with Rich and the girls, for me it was kind of like, I mean, it's gonna sound weird, but like falling in love with sports, like back in the days when I was a kid. So like when Rich retired, came back home and like start training alone by myself again and stuff like that. I was kind of like, oh shit, I did not miss that. And going back to Mayhem, I mean, yes, I was training with Luke and Tyler and stuff, but it was different with Rich. Like I was just like I knew with Rich, I just had to get the barn at 8:30 in the morning. He's got everything figured out. Just talk and hang out with him, train all the time. Everything was like smooth and easy. So training was hard, but like the whole process was actually smooth and easy. So um, it was. I do miss that. I do miss that. Like even here right now, like I train. I would say 50% of the time by myself, and the other 50% I got some friends coming with me. But I'm grateful to have those friends, but they're not fit enough to keep up with me or like push me. So it's still like I'm not alone, but it's all me by myself pushing as hard as I can. So it's different. I like it, but I'm not gonna lie, I do miss training with teams.
Hey, I watched the interview you did with Scott Schweitzer on the Clydesdale Media, and you actually just flat out said you enjoyed team. What did you say? You basically, uh, you enjoyed team more,
Yep.
but you kind of I forget what the exact words are, but you're doing individual because it's I guess there's some goals you want to reach there. Why not just
Yeah.
do team?
I mean, that's the plan in the future. That's for sure. I'm definitely gonna go back to team. Um, when I don't know if like if I have a good opportunity next year, let's say I have to have like a really really great team, I'll go back team. Like I'm not like I'm not setting myself to be individual for the rest of my career until I'm done with that and just move team. Like if a team approached me next year, I'm like, hey, you know what? If I go with that team, I can maybe win another title. I'll go. Like I don't care. It's just I want to be an individual too, just because there's those there's accomplishment I set myself to when I started that journey years ago that I feel I didn't feel out yet. So I just want to be able to maybe go out there and perform the
Mm.
way I can, and I mean the way I know I can, and enjoy it actually. So it's individual is just like there's something that you're doing it for yourself, and like when you're a team, like there's always like a side of you who's doing it for your teammate. So it's a different game. I love both, but yeah, if you have to, let's say I have a choice to be a full-time team athlete for the rest of my life or individual, I will pick team. That's for sure.
So you have that you win, and it's you and Taylor and Andrea and Rich.
Yep.
Why not, and then Rich retired. Did you ever try to talk Rich into staying?
Nah.
No.
I mean, I never tried, but I mean, I just knew, like, like being there the last season, I knew that it was his last time. Not because he's just tired of it. It's just, he's been in the game for so long now that, I'm going for my sixth CrossFit games right now, and I'm wondering how guys like Bikiji, Coach Sagers, and guys like that are doing it for 10, 11 years now. You know, it's a long process. It's a lot of them, a lot of pressure, and I feel like Rich was like at the point where he did so much for the sports and for him and his family that he actually wanted to enjoy all those sacrifice now, like he's doing right now with the kids and family and just enjoying time in life. So he deserved it, and yeah, I never didn't even came to my mind to try to like, hey, let's do it one more time.
So did you and Andrea and Taylor ever get together and be like, okay, Rich is leaving, let's call Scott Panchik, or you know what I mean? Find
Yep.
another really well rounded athlete and just do this again.
I mean, the girls were. I mean, the girls was supposed to retire. I feel like Taylor did get out of CrossFit, but now Andrea is going back to the games as a master, I think, if I'm
And she
right.
looks incredible, right? I mean, she looks unstoppable.
Oh yeah, she's fit. She's still super fit, and it's funny because I think a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago, I talked with both of them and like, hey, if I'm going back team, would you be interested to cut back from your retirement? And Taylor did not say yes, but she did not say no. She was
Mm.
like, I have to think about it. So we'll see. It's still far away, but if the girls, if for some reason both of the girls would love to go back team, I'll be down to go back with them and find a guy who can keep up with us and try to win another title. That's for sure.
Or I don't know how long Ricky's going to go individual, but Ricky could fit in nicely there, Mr.
Oh yeah, I
Gerard,
mean, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
right?
Ricky's fit. Oh yeah, Ricky's fit right now. I mean, we all know that.
When they picked you, Samuel, when that team comes together, is it really casual? Like, how does that happen? Are you just sitting? How does that team come together? How does Rich? You're just doing curls one day in the mirror next to Rich, and he goes, "Hey, dude, you want to do a team?" And you're like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, I'll call Andrea and Taylor. Let's do it." Is it super
Uh,
casual, or is it?
it's almost like that. I remember the first time we talked about it was in 2021 games prep. So I was going individual. They were going team with Chase that year. And I can't remember exactly what the conversation was, but I just remember him saying in the car that, yeah, we'll have to find another guy for next year. I think Chase is not coming back or something like that. I can't exactly remember. So when I heard that, I just like I wasn't back in the car. I was like, hey, if you're really looking for a guy next year, let me know. Like, I'll be down. So he just turned around and like, you're serious? You quit individual? I'm like, yeah. I mean, for a year, why not?
Yeah.
So I think after that, back in like end of September or October, he called me. He's like, hey, what you said in the car, you want to go team next year? I'm like, all right, let's do it for sure. I'm down. So that's kind of like how it happened. That's
Oh,
it.
okay. I want you to be really honest.
Yep.
I know you like team now that
Yep.
you've done it, but before, was any part of you like, fuck, I wish I wouldn't have said that in the car?
Oh no. I'm the going team was one of the best decisions I made in my life that year.
Mm.
I mean, let's be honest.
But I agree. I agree. It's cool to win it. But how about at the time? Were you kind of bummed? Were you
No,
like, oh no, not at all?
maybe the only part of me was bummed
Mm-hmm.
is when I mean, but I didn't know that until the games. But when I saw the programming for the individual that year, I
Mm.
was like, oh shit, that would have been a great games for me.
Yeah.
But outside of that, no, I mean, I don't regret anything. I mean, I got the best experience possible going out there with the goat, Rich Froning, the best team that ever been put together. We crushed everyone, break records for like 7 or 8 straight win workouts, win the title. Like, can't really ask for better than that, right?
Right.
Even with a day I would go back team, I gotta be okay with like, hey, it's not even gonna be close to be the same way that it went last time, so no, I mean, I don't regret it. That's for sure. Like, it was fun. We just had a blast.
Samuel, the first time I interviewed you, I could not believe how confident you were. You were just supremely confident. You seemed just like incredibly focused. Is that the
Yeah.
same Samuel you are today? I mean, you truly believed you could win the CrossFit Games. Are you still the same guy?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that my I got everything physically. I can win the CrossFit Games. That's for sure. But now it's just like compared to a couple of years ago, I feel like the games is so tight right now. Like especially on the men's sides, I feel like for the men's side, like the top 10 guy could win the CrossFit Games easily. It will depend on like programming and luck and like you know things that we can't really control. So I mean, physically, yeah, I can win the CrossFit Games, but like at the same time, if they put 5 workout of running at the CrossFit Games, like it would be hard for me to win.
Right, right.
So yeah,
Hey,
I mean, yeah.
what so you're 5'10",
I'm
212?
212, 215 right now.
And generally speaking, a guy who is your size, who is competing at the highest level of CrossFit, the heaviest he would be 200 pounds. So 12 to 15 pounds lighter than you. Is that true? Is that fair?
I mean, I don't know the average body weight on the men's side, but I feel like right now, me at around 212, 215, I'm one of the biggest dudes out there. That's for sure. Like with Roman and Fikowski and guys like that, Yeti Hosting. But those guys have, they're taller than me a little bit. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
like Gray
definitely.
Shaber's Gray Shaber's probably 3 inches taller than you, and he weighs 215. And
Yeah,
he
exactly.
looks huge.
Yeah. No. So those guys have like, I'm a big guy, but they're taller than me. So everything machines, they got some advantage compared to me where I'm 5'10". But at the same time, I got strong shoulders. Like if there's SM push-up workout, I'll crush those guys. So it's fair at the end, like it's a balance. And
Do
but
you
yeah,
ever consider losing weight? What would happen if you dropped 10 pounds? What if you got
I
down to
tried.
200?
I
You
tried
did.
actually. I think I tried after 2021 games. Kind of like my off season before going team. I did drop it to like 210, 208. I mean, I was swimming and running way faster. Like everything felt good, but like the sandbag was like feel like 100 pound more. Like the barbell still was heavy, like so much harder. And
Okay.
my nervous system was just not liking it. I feel like naturally, if I just stop training, let's say I stop training for a year, and I just move around and like be careful with my food, I'll still be 215 or 212. Like that's kind of like my normal body weight. So
Is your dad thick? Is your dad big dude?
yeah. My dad is a big dude too. You see, my dad is probably around 205. I say 205, 210, maybe 200 around that weight. So yeah, he's a big dude too. We have exactly the same shape. So like kind of like short arms, short legs, like big core here. So yeah.
So there's nothing revolutionary there. It's some textbook shit. You can lose weight and you'll get better at running or feel better at running and gymnastics, but you'll lose strength.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's
at
that
this
simple.
point, yeah, it's that simple. So you got to make a decision about like what would be the best case scenario to be like what would it be your best version of the game. So like do you want to be actually lighter, and when that running workout you might do better, but after that when the lift comes in you get crushed. And even if let's say I would go to games at 205, 210, me being a better runner will not make me winning the workouts. Like if we look at Jeff Adler right now, Jeff is an crazy, incredible runner. Like we don't even understand how he's running that fast right now as a CrossFitter. So like even if I drop my weight to be a better runner, I will not win the workout. So I feel like it's just for me, we made a decision like, hey, let's stay that weight and just try to make you a better endurance runner. That's it. And like we already know, like if it's just a pure running workout, like it wasn't semifinal, well, it's just like a damage control. And like, but if more, let's say, CrossFit workout comes in, where it's like running and squat snatch and legless row climb, like back in 2019, well, I'll be fine with that. It's not too much running, so it's yeah. I mean, it's a decision that I have to make, and just I feel like being at 215, 212 is the best decision I can do to be the overall best athlete possible for the games.
When you say we, who else is involved in the decision?
I mean, me and Jake Locker at Mayhem.
Hmm.
He's the one who's been helping me for the years. I mean, with Rich too. So it's that's why. I mean, when we draw that weight, we saw an incredible time in the pull in the running compared to now. But I'm like, it doesn't matter because I cannot lift 275 right now. Like I'm barely dying with the barbell. So it's not worth it at the end. Um, like I went to the track last week, no, 2 weeks ago. At 215, I ran a mile. I didn't have a workout at 5:32. So like, it's
Wow.
not Jeff Adder
Wow.
time, but it's not
Wow.
Jeff Adder time. But I know I can still be a good runner if I want to. It will, like I said, it's gonna depend on the programming and stuff like that.
Did that hurt that at the end of a workout to run a 5:32 mile? Did that really
Oh
hurt?
yeah, fuck yeah, that
Yeah.
hurt. Man, I like running. I'm just not my body doesn't like it. I do love the sport of running. It just For some reason, I mean, every time I run, it feels like I just did like it one my snatch and clean and jerk, and my nervous system is gone. So yeah, I'm
Hey,
happy with that.
I heard you on that interview with Dave say you guys were talking about Jeff running a sub 5 minute mile. Did he post that somewhere?
I mean, we saw a picture of it with Chris and Sha. So like he did like a what was the workout? I think he did like some 500-meter repeat before, and he finished with a mile. But we have no proof of that. So I would like Jeff to just show his Garmin stats or something. It's
But
just a picture of him and Chris saying that. But
and then
we'll like,
and you could actually see a clock that said like 4:59.
no, it's just like in the Instagram caption.
Holy shit,
I
dude!
mean, I believe it's true because I know Jeff is fit, but it would just be nice to have some proof. So Jeff,
Have
if
you
you're
ever heard of any CrossFit Games athlete running a sub 5 minute mile, like while they're a CrossFit Games athlete? I mean, I'm guessing some have done it prior
I
to the
think
CrossFit Games career, but have you ever heard anyone doing that as an athlete?
I mean, I don't think we ever heard of it, but we did. I mean, I did hear some stories. I mean, I can't remember from who and where, but I think Chris actually and Shaw said that Matt back in the days did it, Fraser. So, and I believe a guy like Roman and probably Ricky, Jay Crouch, who are also really, really great runner guy, they could do it too. It just
Really,
like
even Roman could do it?
oh
You
yeah,
think?
oh yeah. I mean, Roman's for this. I mean, that's what's impressive. Roman is a big dude. He's taller, so he's kind of like having like a little advantage of that. But I believe Roman can run a sub 5 minute mile. It's just what's crazy about Jeff is like Jeff is he's my size, just lighter, but Jeff run a sub 5 minute mile, but can also freaking clean and jerk 380 pounds. So that's what it's like. That's impressive. Gotta admit.
Yeah,
So
God, that's fucking crazy. Hey,
yeah.
Samuel, after your or any time in your career, have you ever had a lot of people move around in camps or come and go? Have you ever been offered or tempted to leave Mayhem and try anywhere else?
No, I
No.
mean, I never really talk. I mean, think or thought about it. Like it's, I'm happy with Mayhem. And I'm so grateful that they've been in my life. Like not just as an athlete, but as a friend. And like having Rich as a mentor, Jim Ensel as a mentor. Like I got so much more benefits in my life as a human and as a dad. So like they did a lot for me in my life as an athlete too. But I just no, I mean I never thought about it. Just being with them is like it feels like a second family, and loyalty for me it's a huge values of mine. So it's I'm loyal to them. Yeah.
Yeah, even after you won a team, did any teams try to recruit you and that were
Yeah.
tempting? Yeah.
Yeah. Every year there's people who are trying to ask me if I want to go team with them and stuff. I said no for now, because like I said, I want to do those things individually. But the day I'll go back team, let's say I don't know, let's say Taylor and Andrea wants to do a team under proven names. Well, I'll tell Rich, but I don't think he will be mad about it. Like if I have an opportunity to go team with someone like with other people that can help me with money and sponsorship and stuff like that, and maybe win another title, well, I'll do it. It's just a name at the end. But my loyalty will always be to Mayhem, no matter
Yeah.
what.
I would think that anyone who's been on a winning team, their stock would go up tremendously because they have that experience, and I think that this isn't like a lightning strikes twice thing. People who are winners happen to be winners repeatedly. Like
Yeah,
even what if you went like even going like to the Invictus team, right? So they
yeah.
if did who ended up being on their team? Did they keep anyone? Did they keep anyone? They didn't keep anyone the same, right? They didn't keep that team
I
with
think
Jorge and Devin Kim. They didn't keep any of those people. They
yeah they
all
kept.
scattered to the wind.
I think they kept the one guy, Joshua.
Oh, El Chama.
Oh, Shama, yeah, sorry.
El Shama, yeah, El
Yeah,
Shama.
yeah. So he's there with Chandler, his girlfriend, and Lauren Fisher, if I'm right.
Okay, so at that point, it's not even close to the same team. But
No.
let's say Jorge would have left. What a great place to plug in Samuel Cournoyer, right?
Yeah.
Like I would have to guess that it's a hot prospect. for people
Yeah,
to
yeah. I
grab you.
mean, let's say that same team would have reached out to me for this season.
Yeah,
Um, I would have I would have told them give me a week to think about it. That's for sure.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
they were a really great team, and I remember competing against them in 2022. They were pretty. They were there with us fighting for even wins. So I was not surprised when I saw them win last year. But yeah, oh, yeah. If they had reached out to me, I would have said like, hey, you know what? I might be interested. Just give me a week and see what I want to do. But yeah.
what do you think? What do you think about Jorge? Uh, no kids, super duper athletic, committed, championship pedigree. Why didn't that transfer over to individual? I mean, winning the team is hard, right? I mean,
Yeah, team is hard. Like people think like team is it's actually easier going team. Like no, I mean not anymore. Those people there like does this full time and like they can do it also as an individual. It's just I feel like I kind of like I said like the game is so different, and I feel that there's people in life that when you put those people in teams, and that's for every sport. But like if you put that guy or that girl in the team, they're gonna die for you. Like they're gonna go to that second gear, third gear that they can't really go there as an individual if they train by themselves. So that's what makes them great teammates. I mean, I don't know enough about Jorge, but I feel he's got everything physically to go as an individual at the games. Just I think he's got to figure out some couple things, maybe on the mental side of the games to go there. Because I know the guy is fit, he's strong, and but like I said, it's the level of fitness right now on the men's side is so strong, and the Northeast region is by far the strongest one. He's in the Northeast, so he's not. He doesn't have an easy job to do. That's for sure.
yeah,
But
it, I would not have guessed he was going to take 26th.
me either. But man, I mean, everything happened in competition. Like there's things that you can control, and like kind of like the same for Jack Follow. Like Jack Follow crushed it last year. Was with us at the games. Break the record on the snatch, clean and jerk or something, and like now, yeah, I can even remember what happened to Jack, but he was in himself that weekend. So
Oh, that's right,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that can happen in competition. Um,
Where was he? Was he in the West? Was it where? What happened to him? Where did he? Was he? Where was he?
no, he was with us in Northeast.
I don't even see his name.
Yeah, I mean he's far bottom. Just didn't have a great weekend. Should happen.
How come I can't even see his name? I don't even. Am I looking at the right place? Let me see this. Is this the right
Yeah,
year?
yeah.
2024 semifinals.
Yeah, we should see him somewhere. I think he's like
Oh, 17th. Okay, so he did. Okay, so
17.
he start. Okay, so he had a horrible first day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Wow, he came on strong at the end.
Yeah. No, I mean that kid's gonna like I'm telling you, you'll see that kid at the games again. It's just like there's things sometimes that happen in competition that you can control and shit happen and you're like wondering why and just there's no answer to that. And I feel like that was one of the weekend for Jack. And I can't really talk about Jorge. I don't know him enough, but like I said, I believe he will be at the games as an individual if he keeps training hard and believe in himself.
Jeffrey Adler, winner of the CrossFit Games. Dallin Pepper, fittest man in America. Third
Yep.
place, Roman Krennikov, the guy you could argue who would have won the games if he wouldn't have gotten injured.
Yep.
Jason Hopper, freak athlete, changed up his training. I think a couple years ago won the semifinal, right?
Yep.
Including beating the champ at the time there, I think Medeiros. And then there you are, Samuel Cournoyer. Are you happy with that placement?
Yeah. I mean, I did a little mistake on the first workout, kind of like went too hot for my capacity. But after that, I think I did pretty good overall, considering that on day two, I was not in the last heat, so people could see my score and like didn't have anyone to push with. So I feel like I did pretty good overall.
When you say you push too hard, that was the 10 clean and jerks run
Yeah,
800 or 600 or something, right?
yeah. I mean, I just kind of like went a little too hot on my second and third lap, and kind of like hit the wall after that.
Did you
Uh,
know during the workout, Samuel? You're like, uh-oh.
yeah. I mean, sometimes you do like, I just tried. First two laps went pretty good, and was like, you know what, I'll try to keep that pace. And I did it for the third lap. And in the middle of the fourth lap, I mean, I remember hitting the wall and being like, oh shit. And look at my Garmin, like my heart rate was like at 192 or something. I'm like, hey, that is not going well. So should have happened.
When you came out, did you stay with the leaders?
I was just like behind, not with Jeff and Roman, but like I wasn't far behind. And I just remember also saying like I was running like me and Jack Rosenmel was kind of like pushing maybe the pace a little too fast for us. And I just remember him also crashing a little in front of me. So I'm like, all right, we did both the same mistake. So it is what it is at the end.
Because in the West, I think it was in the West. It was Fikowski and Colton. I think when they came in the second round, they were in dead last.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, like they really paced it. Would you ever do something like that? Like
I mean,
pace it. Like I mean, it's a long workout.
it's a long workout, and when I did it in practice, that's what I did, and I felt way more better in practice here at home. And when I did it here at home, I actually did it. My full lap of run was 850 something meters. So the run was actually longer than what we did at semifinal, and I did a better time here in my gym than in competition. So yeah, starting too fast and hitting the wall. I mean, when you hit that wall, you're just survive after that. You can't do anything about it. So it is what it is.
And then you get a second workout in the snatch ladder, second place.
Yep.
And then you go into the final workout where anything can happen. That was the bike, muscle up, and then the lunges. Is that correct?
Yep. Yep.
And how did you do in your heat there?
I did great, but kind of like on purpose. So before the last workout, I think me, Jeff, Roman, Dedan, and Jason, all of us were already qualified for the games no matter what. So we could all finish last, and we will qualify for the games. So at this point, I tried to play the game for my friend Tyler so we could qualify.
Oh,
And
no shit.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You're a good dude.
Yeah, I mean, people just think I suck at biking and like at muscle ups and lunges, but good for them if they think that. But no, it's not what it is.
Did you do that one in practice?
I didn't. I mean, I didn't do the full workout in practice. I did some intervals of it. So like, I do remember doing like 20 cals, 10 muscle ups, and 50 feet of lunge for like 3 rounds with rest between. But I did not do the full one. I just feel those workouts, you can't really practice that, like those full sense sprint workout, like no matter what, it's gonna suck, it's gonna be bad. So I just feel like it's a kind of like a game day practice. Like you can practice some movement if you don't like them in training, but I don't believe that people will go as fast as they went like that in game day in the gym.
Do you actually tell Tyler that too?
Yeah, I didn't tell him exactly that I will be that slow, but I do remember talking with Jake in the warm up area, being like, "Hey, let's try to play the game where like I try to like tell Tyler like just keep up like with the crew, like with the people. I try to stay with you as long as I can, and like if you finish in front of me, well, it's 3 or 4 more points in the bank for you. Like I don't give a shit about finishing 5 or 10 at that point, as long as I qualify. So yeah, I mean, it just sucks because didn't work.
It's kind of crazy too because he's been so close, right? So many times, and he really, I mean, he had it in his control, right, to go to the games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's a bad story. 3 times for him now that he's being like that weekend was actually the worst one. He was like I think 7 or 8 overall the whole weekend after each day of competition, and yeah, I mean, he was even if he was not doing super great in the last workout, he got some no reps at the end of the lunge, and I think if he doesn't have those no reps and finish actually before me, um, he might have had a shot to qualify. So it's yeah, I mean it sucks, but it's in the
Hey,
past now.
Luke Mayhem athlete, Seth Stovall Mayhem, Tyler Christoval Mayhem, Dre Strom Mayhem. Is Vigneault Mayhem too?
Yep.
Damn. So, man, there were so many Mayhem athletes just fighting for that last spot.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. The most
Wow.
impressive performance of the weekend, I think, is Dre Storm. You know, like he quit CrossFit for like 2, 3 years doing other stuff and just came back for this year being like, hey, you know what? I'll try to make it to semis. But the dude was actually almost qualifying for the CrossFit Games. So that's impressive.
What do you mean he quit? What's that look like?
I mean, I remember Dre, like, I think like 2 years ago, he was like not doing any fitness anymore, just doing like jujitsu. And like after that, he was kind of like just training for like a marathon or something. And like, you know, like not doing any CrossFit stuff. And like he started training again like back in October now, and like the dude almost qualified for the game. So he's a genetics freak, you know. Like that guy is born to be an athlete, no matter what. So it's crazy. It's really nice to see.
Uh, Annika Greer slowed down on the last workout to allow Travis Mayer to make it. Nice, Spencer. Very nice. Samuel, when is this the first year you're going to travel from home? Is this the first year with this since you've been going to the games where you're with your family most of the time for most of your training?
Yep. Yeah.
And sorry, go ahead.
No. I mean, first time. It was the first time for semifinal, and now it's gonna be the first time for the games.
It's pretty crazy when I look at this list because there's a good argument, right, that Adler, Dallin, and Roman might be like the 3 most likely to be on the podium also, right? You got the fittest guy in America and then the 2 guys fought for the number 1 spot. And then
Yep.
you have Jason Hopper, and it's a bit of an unknown, but he also really changed up his training this year, right? He left Vermont and came back home. Do you go into the games with great confidence knowing, okay, these are the best? I mean, are these outside of Ricky? I mean, these. I mean, you were with the guys.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think we can add on this list Justin, Pat,
Oh,
Fikowski, and Lazar. I feel like and Jay
right.
Crowd. I feel there's.
What about Bailey Martin? Did Bailey Martin win Oceania?
Yeah. I mean.
God, I was trying to make you feel good. Now it's fucked up. Now that you
Yeah,
added Pat.
I love Bailey Morton. He's a great dude, but I feel like I don't feel he's the most well-rounded athlete out there. And to win the CrossFit Games or like be in the top, you got to be most well-rounded. And if I'm being fully honest, I'm a pretty well-rounded athlete outside of my running game. So like it will all depends on the programming. Like if the run is just put in the right spot for me where I can, you know, like doesn't get crushed, I might have a shot to be on the podium. But like if it's like a 10K run, just like 3, 2, 1, go, all the guys running at the same time, well, it's a huge damage control I got to do for that if I want a shot to be a podium. But no, I mean I feel like I said, like the top 10 guy from last year's games, outside of Jason Hopper because he didn't have a great year last year too. But I feel Jason is a really fit dude, and like we can all those dudes have a shot to podium at the games. That's for sure. You know, it's not going to be an easy job for Jeff to win the games again, especially now that Justin, you know, he's on the hunt for blood and wants his title back. I feel like Pat, you know, being on the podium for like what freaking 10 times now, but didn't win. I would think that Pat wants to maybe finish first in his career before he retire. Same for Fikowski. Ricky Garard is on the hunt. Like he wasn't at the games last year. Now he's coming back and he's looking, freaking strong, better than ever. So yeah.
And then Justin, I forgot Justin Medeiros. You can never count him out.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Justin he's there.
Yeah.
I feel like the Justin that we saw semifinal was the Justin from back in the days when he was the champs. Last year, the games, I mean, I just feel like he wasn't himself. Like something happened or something. Like, like I said, anything can happen in competition, and like that weekend was just not good for him. Not because he wasn't fit enough, just maybe because it happened without any reason. But no, I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. That's for sure. It's gonna be fun for people to watch.
When do you go? When do you go to Dickies?
I think I'm gonna fly maybe on Sunday of the week of the games.
So do you go to Mayhem first for some tuning up or no?
No, I'm gonna stay here at home this year. Yeah.
And then so the Sunday before, and then have they sent you anything? Is there anything that that the athletes are starting to get information? Like, do you know if the first event is on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday? Do you have any idea?
We know that competition kick off on Thursday, and the check-in is on Tuesday. That's pretty much it for now.
And so if the competition kicks off on Thursday, it doesn't sound like this will be one of those years where there's a rest day.
No, I hope not. I don't like those.
You don't like just sitting around?
No, I mean, I just much rather to go to 4 full days of competition and, don't get any rest between and stuff. I just feel like it cut the momentum or something.
How about this yellow hosted guy?
Yeah.
Over in Europe.
I mean, I don't know him enough, but looks like a cool dude.
Yeah,
he looks confident too. I like that.
Yeah, very confident, right?
Yep, I like that. But he's good. I mean, so far from what we saw from him last year, the game, semifinal again this year. I mean, the guy is there. Like, could surprise people.
You did your interview with Dave Castro. Is that the most you've ever spoke with him?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I met him I think I met him twice at Mayhem, but I didn't really talk a lot. So that was the first time for me talking with Dave for 11 minutes.
And how was it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool what Dave is trying to do and trying to know try to talk to all the athletes. I think it showed that they want to care a little more about the athletes. So, but they still have a lot of job to do. But
do you watch any of the interviews he does with other athletes, Samuel?
I did watch Jeff had one. Did I watch Ricky? No, I did not watch Ricky. I think I only watched Jeff.
So you knew how it was going to go. Did you watch it before you did yours?
No, I watched it after actually.
Oh shit. Okay, so you had no idea what you were getting yourself into.
No. I mean, I watched Jeff because I remember when I clicked to watch mine, I saw that Jeff was at the bottom of me, so I just clicked on it after that, and but no, I didn't know any kind of question he was asking or stuff like that. But it was a pretty cool conversation for.
It seems smooth. Hey, I don't even understand this, but I think it's funny. Sam looks like the Wish version of Ryan Reynolds. You do kind of look like Ryan Reynolds. I wonder what that means, Wish, the Wish version. Does that mean better or worse?
I don't know. I hope it's better, but I'll take it.
All right, dude. Hey, thank you so much for giving us so much time this morning.
Yeah, man, absolutely. My pleasure.
And I'll see you over there on Sunday.
All right, cool. See you at the games, bro.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, bro. Take care.
Samuel Cournoyer. Oh, no, really? Samuel looks great. Does he pick or cut his toenails at the table? Does Sam pick his toenails at the table? Oh, man, no. Fuck, Samuel looked great. I thought he looks like I think he looks as good as Ryan Reynolds or better. It's not like, it's like, John Young's the good-looking version of that guy from Goonies, right? Not that Ryan Reynolds is bad looking, but Samuel looks great. Alrighty. I'm done. No, I'm not done yet. Let's take just a quick break.
I'm Krista Pongor. This is Tobias Pongor. I'm 44, he's 7. I'm originally from Hungary, from Budapest, Hungary, and we go to Salty Have CrossFit. I was previously at a different gym. I was looking for a new place and came here. I came during the day when kiddo was in school. That changed and he had to come with me. I thought I would have to give it up because I didn't have time. I don't have anywhere else to put him. I'm a single mom. The people here were so amazing and accepting that he was here hanging out. It just made it easier to continue. The fact that they welcomed him with open arms and just kind of brought him into the family was huge. I've never felt so accepted by a community from this community. Most places always look down on me because of my size or lack of capabilities, and never felt that here. Not one judgment. So it was very welcoming and made it very easy to come back.
You mean 10? Give that video a 10. Oh, what are the chances CF bans Hiller from attending the games? 0. I don't know. I don't. Sevon, did you get a media pass? You know, I didn't get. I haven't received an email. I'll type CrossFit into my search. Nope. No email. I did see that Andrew didn't get a media pass. Did anyone else not get a media pass? Yeah, this is my Floyd 19 shirt. I'm sweating like a pig though. This thing right here on here is like not comfortable. Whatever this print is, this giant black square, and so I'm sweat. Look at it. I even have a sweat mark on my stomach already. Look at, and I smell funky. That video is actually CTP. CTP didn't he got it or didn't get it? No shit. No shit. I'm have to guess that's a mistake. That has to be a mistake. Let me see. I mean, I didn't see his application. What's his I'm on his Instagram account. I don't see anything about it. He posted 2 days ago, maybe a story. Hold on, let me see a story. I can rest easy knowing you got your oh shit. Wow, he didn't get it. I wonder what the deal is there. I don't really know him. I don't even think I have that dude's phone number. But I respect the fuck out of him. Like crazy respect the dude. And I don't really respect or disrespect anyone. Damn, that's nuts. That is nuts. I asked him, not a mistake. The email specifically states no one from specific camps will be getting one. I wonder what the I'd have to ask Jenna or Dave over there what's going on, or I'd have to I'd have to ask someone, but that doesn't make sense to me because the camps are so invested in media. It's almost like you're being punished for having from just a quick glance, like you're almost being punished for having a robust media presence, right? I mean, training think tanks media is wild. And so you can't really punish them. Then why would they make media? Why would a camp decide to invest in media if did you see that anywhere? Is that even true before I go down the critical thinking path of why that doesn't make sense? Does it say that somewhere that no camps? Is that written or is that just rumor? CF doesn't want to be outdone by small teams. No, I don't think that's it. Yes, on Hiller's post. It says it all on Hiller's post. What a trip. Let me see. I'll go to Andrew Hiller. Did he print that out? I wonder what the law. That doesn't even make sense. That means you would be punished for Let me see. Thank you for your interest in covering the 2024 CrossFit Games. CrossFit is unable to accommodate your press credential request. CrossFit reserves press media credentials for its official partners and working members of the press and media on assignment from a verified accredited media outlet. Accredited media outlet. I wonder what that means. Accredited media outlet. CrossFit reserves press and media credentials for its official partners. For its official partner, like reserve press and media. I guess at that time it's media if it's for your partners. And working members of the press media on assignment from a verified accredited media outlet. I don't know what that means. I don't even agents and or individuals representing brands and products do not fall agents or individuals representing brands and products do not fall into the working press media category. I guess unless they're partners, right? So official partners transcend. If you're an official partner, you transcend this one, the paragraph below. Agents or individuals representing brands or products unless they're official partners. I guess that makes sense. Like if Toastpasters is sponsoring the games, I don't know if Toastpasters, let me pick someone else. If GoRuck's sponsoring the games, they're not I guess accredited media. Maybe they are, I don't know. Is Red Bull considered accredited media? They're an energy drink. Anyway, agents or individuals representing brands or products unless they're official partner, which makes total sense, do not fall into the working press or media category. Agents are representing brands and products. I mean, clearly, if GoRuck's giving you money to help run the fucking event, you're not going to fucking let Tier have fucking press people or Born Primitive. So, I mean, I fully get that. I don't have any issue with that. At this time, CrossFit does not grant credential requests for photographers or videographers shooting on behalf of specific individual athletes and or teams. The thing this time, CrossFit does not grant credential requests for photographers and videographers shooting on behalf. So maybe CTP, is his name CTP or CPT? CTP or CPT? Whatever his name is, maybe when he filled it out, there was a misunderstanding, or he was going there just to cover. The thing is they don't just cover their team. They cover the guy talks about everything. They talk about the entire sport. CTP. What's that stand for? I want it to be CPT because then I like the thought of that guy being the captain. Hello, Captain. Uh-oh. Hold on. We're going to get clarity in a second. Andrew Hiller has been summoned. I rubbed a can of Fit Aid and Andrew showed up. Should you choose to attend as general seating spectator, please note CrossFit has modified its lens length restrictions for general seating. As long as they're not biased about penis length, I should be fine. I don't know if I'm a verified accredited media outlet. I don't know what that means. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hi.
Do you understand this?
Sorry?
Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
What's not to be understood?
Like if I were to send you an email, let's say I was CrossFit, I'd be like, yo, dude, you fucking beat up on us and we don't like it. We don't want you close to us. Love, media team. Like I understand that. But what part of this is not you?
What do you mean? I mean, none of it. I didn't write any of that.
No, but I'm saying what part, after reading this, I can't figure out, I don't think that they've told you really why you're not going.
Just that I'm not going, right?
Well, yeah, because you don't fall under any of these. So you're not with a camp, right?
No.
And you're not going on behalf of any specific athlete. You didn't apply.
No.
And
I applied the same way I did the previous years.
And I think I don't know what it means by you're not a verified accredited media outlet, right? Like, what if they would just been like, Andrew, you're an asshole? No, you could have been like, okay,
That would have been fine, right?
yeah. I mean, I don't think you're an asshole, but I would understand their perspective, right? Andrew, you've caused us trouble and you stress to some of our employees. We're not letting you come, and you could be like, fuck, okay. But
It's
like
a-
but I don't see what you're not in this. Do you know what I
wonder
mean?
what Ortega means by this. Hitler is not a media or press outlet.
Yeah, that's the part I don't understand.
What do you have to do to become that?
Yeah.
You got to label yourself the morning chalk up and have a newspaper sort of shtick, or what?
I mean, the New York Times, could they go?
And how does the New York Times become accredited press? How does anyone become anything? Like, you become a doctor by going through 7 years of school. How do you become a press?
I just think the media is it's so blurred right now. I mean, look, 2 weeks ago, for 3 years, CNN's been telling us Joe Biden is perfectly okay and that everyone's just lying. And now, yesterday, I listened to him for an hour again. Now they're like, holy fuck, Joe Biden's fucked up. He can't run for president. I'm like, wait,
and then they finally figured it out.
Well, I mean, I think that they've just been lying for 3 years, right?
About
Joe Biden's capability. Yeah, I don't consider them press now. I consider them sort of like satire. It was 3 years of satire.
So like when you go to the grocery store and you look on the side and there's like aliens were hanging out with Paris Hilton or something.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Are those press? Is that press?
Yeah.
Could they go?
Or how about those magazines, those free newspapers in San Francisco where it'll like have like some serious topic on top that says suicide rates amongst teens is highest it's been in 5 years. And then you flip through it and it's like 90% ads for dildos, sex, and marrow and CBD oils. Sorry, I love CBD. That will be our sponsor for Kill Taylor this week, HGR CBD oil. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I really would have appreciated what if Dawn would have written you a special handwritten note.
I actually like what
hey, fuck you, Hiller. Just like back to you. Hey, fuck you.
It would have been awesome if they had sent that clip from the week in review. Here's your response. You got it weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean? What week in review?
It was a couple of weeks back when he brought up that when I wasn't allowed to go to semifinals.
Oh.
And you know what? For all I know, it's going to be the exact same thing, because what you read here is that I don't know if it's included, but further down, you can have a longer lens. So you can bring a 70-200, and then you can get the exact same crap that you get from semifinals. There was a row difference. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
At least at the West.
Like, I actually, but honestly, I didn't pay attention. I didn't go over there with the peasant media.
Ah, right. You were on the floor.
Yeah, I was. I'm like Homelander. I'm special.
I'm better.
Yeah, I'm better.
Have you seen that one yet?
Dude, I saw the one yesterday where all the dudes were eating each other's asses.
Oh, where he replicates and does that, right?
And they all got pink eye.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that either. I don't like any of it.
The entire show?
No.
Huh. The I am better scene is sweet. Come on.
Hey, oh yeah, you mean just like where he's telling like his kids, or whenever Homelander gets on his horse and he acts like he's the Aryan race, like I am better. Yeah, that shit's fucking awesome.
The chick is trying to do a publicity stunt on the stage.
And my favorite part is that it's the black chick who's the smartest chick in the world who's just owning him.
Have you gotten to the part yet where her and the mermaid man?
Yes.
Yeah, you saw that? They put the stick in her eyeball.
Oh.
Maybe you haven't gotten there yet.
I saw the stick on the table with some goo on it, but I didn't know what it was.
Did you like get distracted?
Whose stick was that eyeball in?
No, you're probably not there yet.
He's fucking her on the couch and the camera pans over to a steel rod with goo on it. And me and my wife go, what's that?
In order for her to like shut her head off, they have to like ram it. They basically do what's that procedure where
lobotomy.
Yeah.
Lobotomy.
They lobotomize her through her eyeball with a stick. He takes a hammer, and then it kind of shuts her head off and she turns into mush.
And then she's done? Is that the end of her character?
No, it regenerates. Her brain regenerates. But like she needs to make herself a little dumber for a second, so she lobotomizes herself.
Holy shit! No, I haven't got to that yet. Hey, do you want to talk about this before I ask you something else?
Yeah. I mean, no, or I don't care, whatever. I just came to hang out. My
Okay.
11 o'clock canceled, so I'm open.
Oh, thank you. That's cool.
I
Okay,
was
so
you're talking about fun stuff.
okay, so basically, you got your press credential denied, but we don't really know why.
Correct.
It's
Did
kind of
you
like
clarify CTP?
it's like you failed a drug test, but you're not sure. They didn't tell you which drug yet.
It's the second time that's happened. Because they didn't test me. They just said you can't play. You said so. You said mean things. You're out.
Okay. But we don't know. Okay, maybe they'll send you a because the only thing that I could think of that you're not with a camp, and so the only other thing that you would fall under is that you're not a verified or accredited media outlet. That's the only other people.
Craig Ritchie is.
Well, I don't know. I haven't got my denial or acceptance letter yet.
Well, because
I really don't want to be denied. I already got my tickets and shit.
I bought my Prius. We're just going to drive down there.
Oh, you did get a car?
No, I'm still looking at Priuses, though. They're sick.
Are you going to the games?
Yeah.
Do you have your tickets?
No.
Do you have your flight?
No.
Do you have your hotel?
No.
Oh.
But I'm going.
But you're going. Yeah. There's time. I got my flight and my hotel.
You're not staying at that house?
No.
Why not?
Because I want to be closer to wherever Dave is.
Right. Is your buddy like butt to butt? You can close and open the door and you're hanging out with Dave, or no?
No, but I just want it because I like filming with him at like 5 a.m, and so but I don't have confirmation for any of that. But I'm just like,
you know what? You could bug him. I mean, like
I do bug him.
No, not bother. Plant a microphone on him.
Oh.
And then you could just stay like around corners and shoot videos of him while he's talking into that'd be awesome.
Spy cam,
yeah.
Okay, have you talked to CTP? Are you friends with him?
Yeah.
Do you have his phone number?
I haven't spoken with him. I think I do have his number. Yeah. Should I call him?
Yeah, or ask him if we can find out exactly what's ask him what's going on.
CTPTTT. Yeah. I asked him. Did you get denied? ? If so, WTF? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Very emotional response, Andrew.
Yeah, very.
Hey, were you bummed at all?
No, I didn't expect to get credentials. And also, if it's anything like semis, like I said, it won't really do much for me. Now, that's unfortunate because did you watch the Dome It thing I put together?
No, not yet. I need to have she's coming on though in a couple days, and I'll watch it before.
The only thing that's a bummer is I used a lot of the stuff from the games last year in this thing I did with her. Right. I was just like clicking through the footage that I shot as I had them all on these SD cards. I'm like, wow, I got a lot of stuff from Dome It at the 23 games. And like, if anything like this happens in the future, I probably won't have that same stuff, which sucks, but it is.
You worked in interviews that you did with her because of your media access last year into the piece.
There's an interview, which I could have gotten either way. It's just kind of like in between her moving between stations. And then just like stuff of her on the floor, which I can still get, I suppose.
Hey, if you let's just say you were CrossFit, you were Jenna. Let's say you were Jenna. And there was a guy, and Jenna was you, and she was on the outside making all of your content. How would you deal with you?
First of all, I'd probably speak with me more than ever.
So build a
relationship. I met her at the West Coast, and that was cool, right?
You did meet her there?
Yeah, she was sitting by Dave.
Like outside in the venue?
Yeah, she was in the CrossFit booth.
And you went into the CrossFit booth?
Yeah.
Who invited you in there?
Dave.
Oh, and he introduced you guys?
Yeah.
No shit. Did you exchange phone numbers?
Jenna and I? No.
Yeah.
Now in hindsight, that would have been smart.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you do is you talk to you more.
Correct.
And
more than never.
More than never is how you said.
I think the last time I spoke with her, she did like a 285 deadlift on Instagram for maybe a couple reps, 3 to 5 reps. And I said, nice. And she gave me like a thumbs up or a fire emoji back.
Hey, will you try to contact her through Instagram again and be like, yo,
Should I do that right now?
I think you guys made a mistake. I don't know if you want to get access.
Well, I also heard there was rumblings of super access going around, right?
There was an application that I filled out Souza filled out an application for the Sevon podcast, and then there's another level of access called enhanced access, and I applied for that too. And I'm hoping, since I haven't got a rejection letter, that it's still an option. Did anyone else get a rejection letter besides you and CTP?
He has not yet responded, by the way. Not that I know of, no. Can you hear those birds? Are they driving you nuts?
No, it's cool. I like birds.
All right.
It's that time of year. Do you have any bird nests on the property?
A dick load of they're everywhere, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I live in a log cabin with trees everywhere. I just spent $2,500 to take a tree down the other day. The one that landed on my car.
Oh. Hiller, why were people thinking Domit was on the juice? Who thinks she's on the juice? Did someone do a piece on her?
A piece. I did a piece on her.
I know. Does it talk about the juice in there?
She got good really fast. I mean, if you watch her interview with Dave, even he goes, "You've been here for how long? And you got the games when?" It's just something that people are going to think when you become great quick.
Oh, I did hear that. Okay, so I did hear that she's only been doing CrossFit for 4 years, and you're saying that because she's, but who did anyone ever accuse her of being on the juice?
Comment sections and people in her circle as she was coming up, right?
Heidi, she looks juiced. How does she take that criticism?
It like an ebb and flow, from what I can tell. It used to get to her more than it does presently. She's
Okay.
kind of learned to deal with it.
I mean, she got tested twice in a month.
Yeah, which is awesome. That's the coolest thing I heard. Like, she got tested, and then if you were going to do some stuff, you would do it as soon as you got tested.
Yes.
But like you passed both of those, and there's no way to say that you're not clean.
And someone I told someone the other day that you can't test for human growth hormone. Is that true, or was I talking out of my ass?
So no, that's more true, unless you're using something they're not testing for. But if you were using,
does human growth hormone increase your testosterone?
No,
it does not.
It does not.
Okay,
but it's beneficial in the sport of CrossFit for sure.
Okay, so if you're gonna do and so if let's say I was on human growth hormone, let's say I was even just on CJC 1295,
which will help increase your growth hormone,
the peptide. There's no way. Let's say I shot it into my blood, and then fucking I hear, "Hello, who is it?" Whoa. I'm from USADA. I've come to see your cock and balls.
They would need to be looking for it.
Oh, okay. And that's not something they usually run in the test?
First of all, it's water-based, so even if you used it like that, it'd be hard for them to find it, even if it was that quick. Second of all, I don't know that they're even trying, considering that fact.
Okay.
And that panel will really never become available to us. It's like, hey, what are you running? So you never got your blood work done from CA peptides.
No.
But every time I get my blood work done, it's like a line item of things that they looked for. It's like your free testosterone, SHBG, all that stuff. And then it also shows you how much it costs to test for those things.
Oh.
And it's the same thing. It's like, hey, if you want to look for GW 501516, it's like it's going to cost you $20. $20. Gotcha. So they're just running a list, and who knows what's on that list. They're not looking for growth hormone because they're not going to find it, and it's probably a $200 test per athlete.
When you come off of human, do you have to stay once you get on human growth hormone? Do you have to stay on it like TRT?
When you get off of it, you have to stay on it.
Like human growth hormone?
No. Usually, the way you do that is you go 5 days on, 2 days off. It's like you take for the week, you take the weekend off, and you do that for 3 months, and then you take 3 months off. So you're on it for 6 months out of the year. And then you can stop whenever.
And then do you keep the benefits if you train hard?
Depends. Women usually hold on to those better than men.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I think you need a post cycle still for HGH.
Incorrect.
What does that mean? A post cycle?
PCT is something you would take if you were to do a hormone. So like if you were to take testosterone
Yeah.
or really any anabolic steroid, you would take something like a Clomid, which is going to tell your nutsack to start working again.
Oh, okay.
It's like the homeless people in California. It's like they had no reason to work.
Right.
Now the cops are coming like, hey, wake the hell up, get to work. And then you start producing testosterone again.
Nice. I appreciate the metaphor for me. Very apropos. Reminder that the testing is years behind and anyone getting caught is just dumb. Is that true too?
Yeah. Also true. And that's why like no one got caught for GW for the longest time, and then everybody started getting caught for it because they probably became keen to it, started testing everybody for it. Oh, everyone's using it. I think it was 2019 or 2020 they started finding it in everybody. 2017 Ricky popped for it though.
In that show, The Boys, I was talking to you yesterday about this. In that show, The Boys, one of the premises of the show, like the weird parts of the show, is that the superheroes are obsessed with social media. And like the one of the heroes has 193 million followers, and because she has so many followers, the strongest superhero in the world is afraid of her because of what she can do with her social media. And they're super concerned about like who their likes and all that shit, just like to a bizarre level. But actually, I say that, but yet it feels like that's the way it is in real life for just so many people that we're surrounded by. And then that main character, Starlight, who has the 193 million followers, she was this really cute girl. And now season 4 has started and something happened to her. Like she got her lip does that kind of that weird thing that Danielle Brandon's lip does. And her nose got weird and her eyes got weird.
Well, she got surgery done in real life, no?
Yeah, exactly. So in the off season, she went and had a bunch of plastic surgery. And then Megyn Kelly did a interview where she basically slams her. She basically says, "Hey, you were a really fucking cute girl." And have you seen the interview?
I haven't. No.
She says she has a plastic surgeon on, and he's like, and she asked, "Hey, what did that Starlight character have done to her?" And he goes through and says all the shit she had done to herself, and she made herself look weird. Like she doesn't look as pretty as she used to be. She used to be hot like the girl next door, and now something's like, you stare at her like you walk like you're in Beverly Hills. You're like, what the fuck is that? What happened to your face? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like her face is a distraction. Like Joan Rivers. And then Starlight responded with that character. What is her name? Something Moriarty. She responded with, "Hey, I'm getting off of social media because of all the hate. It's really rocked my world." Do you think the irony there is crazy?
That blows my mind.
Yeah, the irony there is crazy that the characters are ruled by their social media and their love that the likes they get from the public, and now in real life. And then I was telling you that, and you go, "There's no way that's true. You think that's just a publicity stunt." Did you tell me that?
I did, but
were you joking? You think it is real? I think it is real.
Her in real life getting off social media.
Yeah, like I think that she had that plastic surgery done. She got fucking worked over on social media for it, and then I think she got off of social media. I think it fucked her head up in real life.
I haven't seen the thing you're talking about, but it does sound like something that people like that would do to spin a story to make it kind of like we're talking about it at the moment, right?
Yeah. So you think that there's a chance the whole, like Ryan Garcia claims, I'm starting to think Ryan Garcia was lying. Ryan Garcia claims that Ryan Garcia is a boxer, and the 6 months building up to his fight, he started acting crazy on social media. And then he fought this guy and he won. And he said, you guys fell for all my stunts. I wasn't actually crazy on social media. I'm totally normal. But then a week later, he popped for steroids. And he's a huge fighter. He's like the face of boxing, right? He's like one of the top 5 most.
I did not know anything about Ryan Garcia.
He's like one of the probably 5 most popular boxers alive right now.
Is him popping for steroids have anything to do with his story being all messed up or no?
Just the fact that like, and his agent and the promoter of his boxing, you know, is a guy named Oscar De La Hoya, who's clearly on a shitload of drugs, like cocaine and like all sorts of weird shit. Like pictures were released of this guy like doing cocaine and dressing up as a woman, and something's wrong. Like his whole team, when they get interviewed, something's wrong with them. Like something's really, really wrong.
I just kind of have an issue where I don't believe it when people get to a certain people perceive them in a certain way and they never saw it coming. So in the case of this chick Starlight, in real life, you had to have seen it coming. You're going to get the plastic surgery to make yourself look a certain way. You're going to have a whole bunch of people looking at you for this role in this TV show that you signed on to 5 years ago. Yeah. And now it's going to drive you insane. And now you're going to get off social media. It's like you're either insane or it's fake.
Right.
I don't think there's really much in between.
She got like Moriarty. Oh,
like if you shaved your head and you came on the show and the comment section was flooded with like, "Where'd your hair go?" and you got upset about it, you'd be like insane to think anything otherwise.
Right. Are they saying she got her tit? They're saying she got her tits done too.
I don't think that's true because they've always been kind of crazy.
This is her Instagram. So she either look, holy shit, look at everyone. This is 2 days ago and the entire crew is wearing masks. What the fuck is going on? Hey, is the show woke or is it satire? I can't figure out the politics of the show. Something's definitely going on, right?
I don't think it's satire. Have you seen the stuff from the director coming out?
No.
Oh no, you're gonna get so mad when you see that.
It's so weird. There's like
4 days ago. What happened to her getting off social media? Is this even her? I mean,
let's see.
4 days ago. There's a bunch of stuff up. What is this? Daniel Brandon just posted something like this.
Yeah, I don't see. Maybe. Oh, okay. She got off in January.
Was that Matt O'Keefe she was hanging out with?
Where?
That guy.
Oh no, good guess though.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Matt O'Keefe. Yeah, she used to look better, but that's what I think.
Dude, she looked way better.
I mean, you nailed it with the girl next door comment, but that's just, I'm sure there's people out there who think she's better looking now. She looks fine there. The thing that I see there is I see somebody who you'd say something like, "Hey, you want to go get dinner?" Yeah, let's go. And then 4 hours later, she still isn't ready to go.
This is what she looks like. This is more what she looks like in the show.
Right.
Like like there'll be these specials. Woman turns herself into cat with plastic surgery.
Look at that first comment.
She used to be good looking. Oh yeah. I know. It's crazy.
Her profile. Why using she? Just write you. Man.
Well, listen to this. True. The other reason is that you must be miserable and sad enough to judge someone else's looks. I don't think there's any connection between judging someone's looks and being miserable or sad.
I would agree with that. But then again, it's I don't know. I don't think that's something that I would say like you or she used to be good looking. I would say,
what happened to your face?
Why do you look different? I kind of imagine what would Avi say, right? Like I was listening to the thing where you said, "Why do you wipe your penis with toilet paper?"
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Okay. So look, here's 16 weeks ago, and then here's 10 weeks ago. So there was a 6-week break between posts.
Oh, that's what you were looking for.
Oh, and here's another 17 weeks break between posts.
Owen Wilson. Wow. Woody Harrelson? She was in something else. I don't remember what it was.
I wonder where Woody Harrelson draws the line.
I was watching this other movie with this big ass spider in it, and about 20, 30 minutes into it, I realized that the main actor was Homelander.
Oh, maybe she did get tits, dude.
You got to scroll back a little bit. I mean,
maybe she did get tits. She was so skinny in the first episode. And sometimes she still looks skinny. Oh, there she looks like she's got some muscles.
what would you rate her on a scale from 1 to 10?
Her like attractiveness.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's crazy. I think she's. Wow, she got that. Is that a shirt with fake tits? Because I never saw any tits in the show.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I thought she was a very beautiful young girl, and then she got the plastic surgery, and I think she looks like a freak show now. Do you know what I mean? I just can't believe, God, so the show really is crazy woke. Everyone's on the cast wears fucking masks. A buddy of mine who lives in the Bay Area just told me everyone's wearing masks again. Are people wearing masks in Chicago?
Not that I've seen, no. Why are they doing that?
I don't know. I asked him, I said, why? What's going on? And he says he doesn't know. Yeah, so she's had some big breaks in there, but who knows, right? If it's true or not.
Ooh. Web Weaver. You haven't gotten to that episode yet.
No.
I think it's the most recent one. Yeah, you would be Web Weaver. I hope you remember that when you're watching the show and you get all upset when you meet Web Weaver.
Is it a soup?
Yeah. It is.
I thought it was really interesting. The episode where the girl that they're just trying, the superhero they're trying to paint as like a right wing like wackadoodle. She's like basically like, yeah, don't get the vaccine and all that stuff. I thought it was amazing. That scene where they're like, hey, when she tells Starlight, do you remember when you called me a fat bitch?
Mm-hmm. What's amazing about it?
That was wild. I mean, I just can't believe they put that in there. That's why when they do stuff like that, I can't tell. Is this satire? Like, who are they making fun of?
They're making fun of the people who like Donald Trump.
Just that? Then why would they do that's? I mean, clearly they're making fun. Clearly they're making fun of people who like Donald Trump like nonstop. But then when they throw stuff like that in there, you're like, well, you made that character look really bad.
Is it possible that they do both?
Maybe that's what my wife is suggesting.
Who's the director? I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, I think they're doing a little bit of both. Boy.
It has a shitload of different directors. You know who one of the directors? So do you know the story about when I filmed that guy who killed those 5 people?
I don't believe so.
Okay, this guy at a party one night when the streets were full in Isla Vista. A guy drove his car into a group of people, and 5 of them were killed, and I was there. And he jumped out of the car and screamed, "I'm the angel of death."
Uh-huh.
And I was there and I filmed it all.
Okay.
That guy's dad is a famous director, and he directed one of these episodes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Small world. What happened to the guy who ran the people over?
I testified in court at that murder. It was at his murder trial. And I think that what's crazy is I think that the footage that the police used in the case that I shot got the guy off. It basically proved that he was insane. And so he only got sent to a wackadoodle house. And I think he spent 10 years there and he's out now.
You should get him on the show.
Oh my God.
That'd be awesome.
Holy fuck, dude.
Hey, dude, 10 years ago, I recorded you running these people over.
Holy
Here's
fuck.
the footage. Yeah, hey, man, dude. You got me out of jail. Thanks.
Hey, dude, and I don't know if you're going to remember this, but there was a school shooting called Columbine, and it was like the first like public like big media around school shootings. It was like the big one.
I named my dog Columbine, yeah.
Is that really the name of your dog?
Yeah, a pit bull named Columbine, yeah.
Jeez Louise. And then And then this happened after that, and so it was a massive media event. It was fucking nuts. There were like 20 monster fucking trucks in this small little town with satellites on the roofs, and it was nuts. The whole thing was nuts.
What about? I mean, well, what does that have to do with the person, your guy?
I don't know. Just that he directed. So my point is oh shit, someone just sent me a naked picture of Starlight.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is it in the group chat?
And she and no, I'll send it. I'll just drag it over there. And she had tiny little titties. Nice titties. I mean, they're nice. They're really nice.
Who's sending you that?
They're. She got perfect titties, but they're small.
Oh wow. Imagine the group chat just gonna be like, what is this?
Hey, you know what's crazy too is someone in the group chat the other day sent a man giving another man a blowjob.
How did I miss that?
I don't know, but you're so lucky you did. As soon as I saw it, I clicked away from it like in 1 second.
I went through this stage
like so fast. And usually I can tolerate anything, but I could not tolerate that. It was weird. What were you gonna say?
I went through this stage on Snapchat where I would get gay porn and I'd put so I have this group chat with all my buddies from high school, right?
Yeah.
And there's like 15 of them in there, dudes and chicks, and some of them are married and whatnot. And I would take gay porn and I would superimpose their own faces on it.
Oh my God.
And I would send it in the group chat, and I got pretty good at it to the point like the skin tones would match and the bodies looked similar. They hated it, dude. They hated it so much.
Yeah. Did you get kicked out of that group chat?
No, but I stopped doing it. And then I started making YouTube videos.
Yeah, I did not like I did not like that. There was no warning either. It was like, hey, did you see this person got in trouble because a video got released of him online? And I clicked on it and I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't click on the link. That's why.
Yeah. And someone else in the chat goes, hey, how about a little heads up next time?
You want to know what really bothers me is
I wonder if Will Brandstetter clicked it.
I bet he did. He was probably at work.
Oh, fuck. What bothers you? Go ahead.
When people send me links to Talking Elite Fitness or Dave, because then I click on them and I can't get in there. Or like I hadn't seen it, and I think Instagram's not working, but in all reality, I'm blocked by these people.
Oh, right.
So I go through like, it doesn't say who posted it. It's just a picture of someone's face, and it's usually not either any of the Talking Elite Fitness crew or Dave. And I just think Instagram's broken. It's frustrating.
And so when you tag Dave, is that why you tag his Hunt's account?
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing, because you know what? He got a notice from Instagram saying like, hey, we'll no longer promote you will no longer have your account be shown to non-followers. So maybe it was just a wise ploy on his part to block you from his real account so that you would tag his Hunt's account.
Are you telling me that the Dave Castro, the one with a couple 100,000 followers, is not being shown to other accounts anymore?
No, his Hunt's one.
The Hunt's account, okay.
And so then he blocks you on his real account, knowing that you'll tag his Hunt's account, and therefore he that's the only traction you can get. You are a one-man publicity. He's getting free publicity from.
Can I check his social blade and see if he's done anything yet? I gotta check out Dave's social blade on the Hunt's account.
Yeah, he got the nasty note from IG. Crazy.
I haven't gotten that yet. Oh, he's posting like dead animals and stuff, right? They don't like that.
They've really upped the censorship shit is in full effect right now. They're really fucking upping the censorship again.
Oh, dude, no one's ever looked at Dave's Hunt account, so now it's not fresh.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. All right.
CTP answer? Oh, no, he just said the same message I got. He did answer.
Can you tell him why? Does he know why?
Do you know why?
Tell him you're asking for journalistic purposes.
as a professional journalist. All right. I'm asking as a professional journalist.
Like, I wonder what. Hey, Patrick, did you get a letter? Did you apply for media credentials, Patrick? Oh, I think Patrick's going to be deployed, so maybe he didn't apply. Did you get anything from CrossFit yet?
Did I? Oh, you're talking to Patrick now.
Instagram has been restricting posts from the U.S. Army and other military. Yeah, something weird is going on over there again.
They kind of do that regularly, though.
Look at this post I'm about to show you. This is RFK. This dude's uncle. This dude's uncle and dad, both. His uncle, I think this dude's uncle and his dad were killed while in office.
What?
And now he's running for president. This is Robert F. Kennedy. I think his dad was a senator and got shot and killed, and his uncle was the president of the United States and got shot and killed. And now he's running for office. But look at this. Well, look at this video. I fucking love this video. You're going to love this too, I think. It looks like he's sitting down doing an interview. Okay? Now watch.
Snake in the driveway.
Hold on, guys.
That was some lady said, hey, there's a snake in the driveway. It's a fucking rattlesnake, dude. And he just goes out there with the fucking... Is that a fishing net?
That's the thing you get in a fish tank to get the little fish out, yeah. Or you can clean it with.
Yeah, like if you have a nice, like a 100-gallon tank. This is weird to me. Why is it weird to you? Contrived. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I don't think that snake was just like...
Why is it out now? What is he doing to that?
I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's going to try to catch it.
What is that device?
I think it's like it looks like an ice scraper, but it looks like he's going to... Oh, shit. Is he going to pick it up?
Hey, Dave did this the other day.
Yeah, with a fucking gopher snake.
What's that mean?
I mean, it's nothing. A gopher snake's nothing.
Rattlesnakes are nothing, too.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Is his hand shaking?
You wouldn't do this?
No.
There's angler in there. I don't want to touch him. Yeah, Cheryl, the friendship military.
No, honey, no.
So now, how does he get rid of it from there?
Oh, his wife's had work done on her face. He's on drugs for sure, right? He's on testosterone?
Oh, yeah.
100%, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's a beautiful snake. He's a Western diamondback. You can tell. Because of these rings.
Yeah, I don't think that what did you say?
I think of a couple of things here. Number one, imagine somebody who is 100 times your size just doing that to you. You're like minding your own business. You're hanging out. And someone grabs you by the face. Like, I wouldn't like that very much. And if someone did that, I would fuck them up. Like,
You would buy it. Yeah.
I would get him. No matter what it took. That's not cool. And then the other thing is, like, when you have it like that.
Hey, CrossFit's 100 times bigger than you are, and they did that to you.
No media pass.
Uh,
I wouldn't like that very much. You know what I mean? So what does he do? So if I were the snake then, and I was that pissed off, how do you go from grabbing it by the face to not getting bit? Like, you gotta like whip it as fast as you can, hope it doesn't catch you in the process.
well, he threw it in the pillowcase. I mean, that still looks scary, right?
Uh-huh.
Joe Biden could do that.
I was doing a workout the other day, and I thought if it was a life or death situation, this workout would kill Joe Biden. Like, it's that embarrassing. Like, the leader of the country couldn't do this if his life depended on it. Granted, there's an 80-pound kettlebell involved.
do you have fire alarms at your house?
Yeah.
And do you know when the battery gets low, they go off?
Yes.
They go beep,
Dude. I fucking hate that, dude.
and it's always at 3 a.m, right?
Every single time.
It's never like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Where are you going with this?
And then you got to get a like a bar stool.
No.
You got to carry it over to no.
You might. You haven't seen my house.
No, can you reach? You can reach your.
No.
Oh, it's too high. You need a ladder, like a 16-foot ladder.
An extension ladder. Dude, you wouldn't fucking believe where my fire alarm is. So have you seen this like mark this thing right here?
Yeah.
This scar?
Yeah, I see it now.
I got it from building this garage. I fell. And ever since, like I'm not fond of heights, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
So the last time my fire alarm went off, my house is a log cabin with a peak here, right?
Yeah.
It's probably 24 feet tall, my house.
Wow.
And the stairs, it's an open thing, right? And the fire alarm's right at the peak. And underneath the peak is where the stairs come down. So when I'm at the top of the ladder, which I have to have right on the corner of the stairs, I'll send you a picture later. You'll shit. I'm looking down 25 feet.
Wow.
And the last time I did it, it was 3 a.m. I was butt ass naked on this ladder.
So where's the ladder? Is it outside?
Yeah, it's like in this shed thing I have over here.
So 3 a.m, you got to walk out there. It's snowing. Get the ladder. Come back.
Mm-hmm. And the ladder wasn't tall enough, so I'm on like the second to top step, like this, butt ass naked, like trying to detach the 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
Only to reattach another one.
So it's 3 a.m, and you hear that beep. How long does it take you before you know it's a fire alarm?
I immediately say, "Fuck."
So you know right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Why? What does this have to do with Joe Biden and the snake and all that?
Oh, I'm going to tell you here in a minute. So the other day, there was someone telling me that Joe Biden's fine after the debate, that he's totally fine. He's fine. Everything's okay. It's just the media getting out of control. Like, okay. Then a week later, I'm talking to this person again, and they're telling me, they're like, "You'll never believe what happened last night." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "We heard this beeping sound in the house. Beep. And we didn't know what it was. And it happened like every 30 seconds for 10 minutes. And then I don't know if yours does this, but eventually mine will go battery low. Battery low.
Mine doesn't do that.
Okay. Yeah. I just have one of those shitty little ones, but eventually a lady comes on and talks to you. Battery low.
That's the Joe Biden lady.
Smoke alarm. Battery low. No. So this person told me that they heard it beeping in their house for 10 minutes and they didn't know what it was until they heard that battery low. And I'm like, that just like, I'll never trust that person's assessment or discernment on anything again. Like that's where you are at in your life, that takes you 10, like I'm in bed and I hear this beep and I'm like I'm like, fuck. And I have like 8 of those in my house. And some of them are close to each other. So then I have one in each bedroom and one in the hallway in one area. And I have to go there and I have to wait to figure out which one it fucking is. Because you know when that thing beeps, it feels...
You're going to hate this. I didn't know that I had 3 in my house. I got 3. And there was one day it was beeping and because it's all open, I'm standing there looking around.
Yeah.
It would beep and I'd like run at it and then it would beep from the other direction. I'd go back.
Yeah.
I had one in the basement. And I'm like, how the fuck was I supposed to know it was right there? Below me.
and the way the audio works on that beep, it's kind of cool because you can't tell where it's coming from.
I didn't know.
It's a trip.
I did that for probably at least 12 minutes.
But you did know that it was a smoke detector right away.
I just didn't know I had more than 2.
This person didn't even know it was a fucking smoke detector until the lady came on.
Are they 80? How old is this person?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you listening to their opinion on the president of the United States?
Because they're related.
They're going to be on their way out soon enough. They should just be chilling on a beach.
I'm just like, I just like, what the fuck?
Don't tell me it was Greg.
No, he's not 80. No.
Called you on the phone. Sevan, my house is going to blow up. There's a bomb. I created the fastest growing chain in world history. They're on to me.
The voltage of the battery decreases as it nears the end of its life, and this is accelerated by low temperatures. But his is, but there really aren't any low temperatures on ceilings, right, Anna? I mean, it's always warm on at the ceiling level.
Not in my basement.
Was that person black? No, they were white.
Yeah, it was Greg, Heidi. We already figured it out.
No, it wasn't Greg.
Wink. It wasn't Greg.
Listen to this shit. You need to replace all the alarm batteries at the same time throughout the house. Oh, great. So the night that they go off, they all go off?
That is true about car tires, though.
Yeah.
Don't replace one car tire.
Hey, so what's the deal with your car? Are you still driving it with a big old dent in the roof?
Yeah. Because I don't want to rent one. If it works, it's just such a pain in the ass. And
How bad is it? Will you take a picture and send to me? How bad is it? Do you look ghetto as fuck?
I feel ghetto as fuck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
In my car, right? You've seen it. The windows were tinted when they got stolen, and like,
is it? Is it totaled?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
when you're replacing a roof, I don't know.
Yeah, how would you do that? I don't think you can replace a roof. I think that they have to take off your liner and then just punch out the dents. Hey, can you see when you're inside? Can you see the dents?
No.
It's just no. Okay.
No.
So it's not like you don't drive like this.
Because not like Ace Ventura. No.
Like there's a piece of metal pushed down where your head used
The most incredible thing, dude, is it's got like the double sunroof where it's all glass, and it was fine. And that was a big fucking tree branch, and it came from the highest tree that I've ever seen, right?
Wow.
I just don't get it.
All right.
It's still all glass, right? Yeah.
And everything still works on it?
Yeah.
Like the power windows and
Alexis hates that I can do this. I'll like fix something and I'll just let it be. So I'm driving and there's this rattling. There's something in the roof, like something shook loose. Yeah. And if I reach back and I just pound on it, it goes away for like 5 minutes. So I'm driving some with Alexis and I heard to hear the rattling and she goes, "What's that?" And I just reach back and I pound on it and I start driving and she looks at me like, "Motherfucker." And I go, and she goes, "How many times have you done that?" "I don't know, 100. She goes, How long did it take you to figure out to pound on that one spot?" And I go, "Like twice."
What are you gonna do when you get a new car? Trade it in or sell it? Or?
I gotta keep this stupid car, dude. It was my first brand new car I ever bought, and I put a huge amount of money down on it because I didn't want to like ever have to owe money on it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like even because when it got stolen, they had to re-VIN it, and when they re-VIN the car, it's like completely destroyed as far as resale value. So now
Wait a second. Why do they have to re-VIN a car when it's stolen?
Well, I guess they don't, but the people who had stolen it changed the VIN number on. And I was thinking about this the other day, right? Like, why can't I just use my old VIN number? Because they do that in case something goes down to the cops. They change the VIN, they change the plates, and that's essentially a brand new car for those people who had stolen it. But I'm like, why can't I?
How do they change the VIN number?
They just have they rip a whole bunch of Jeeps that look similar. So they basically have a stable of Jeeps that look just like mine, and they just shift them around.
Wow.
So when I got it back, it was like a month extra for the Secretary of State to give me a new VIN number, and they like weld it into the door frame.
And you have to pay for all that.
The insurance paid for all that.
Right.
However, now if I were to bring a new car dealership, the second they see it soldered into the door frame, they're like, "This thing's fucking not worth shit."
And they probably suspect that you stole it.
Maybe, yeah. That might go through their head. But it's worth probably 60, 70% what it would be. So I'm just going to keep it forever, and I'll just get another car.
Oh.
Which sucks.
Do you own another car? Do you own any other vehicles?
I mean, no. Alexis has her own, so.
You don't own a motorcycle or a boat or anything?
Boats are, I heard, never get a boat.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Or a pool or a woman.
Or what about a motorcycle?
I haven't heard that.
Okay. Never get a woman.
There's things you dump money into. Pools, boats, and women.
Hey, this is why I think you should get into politics. This video I'm about to show you.
Okay, I hope someone's not squatting low enough.
Do you know who Adam Carolla is?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Yeah, and he used to have a show called The Man Show.
I've seen that with the trampoline.
Yeah, with the girls bouncing on a trampoline.
So far, I can get to politics if this is what's on the agenda. Yeah.
So he's interviewing the governor of California. Have you seen this? And I could this is exactly how
11 years ago?
Pardon me?
11 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is exactly and he's interviewed him again. So that's why this one's but check this out. This is exactly how I would imagine you would interview people, because I know you like to drill down to the facts. Okay, here we go.
Half of African Americans in the state of California, roughly half of Latino families, have no access to a checking account or an ATM. Things we take for granted. They don't have a checking account.
What's wrong with them?
And well, because they don't have the resources to sock those things away.
Well, why do we have them?
A lot of different reasons, but roughly half those families don't. Whether they
why do Armenians have them?
But where they end up is in check cashing places.
But I want to know why those groups, why those two groups don't have access.
Well, a lot of it just happens to be that we can talk about.
Flawed?
No, they're hardly flawed.
They're flawed. He just wants to know why.
He won't give them a reason.
Oh, dude, it's so crazy.
But they're struggling.
Genetically
Folks are making
flawed.
their word.
Their genetics are flawed. He throws that as an option. Now listen, Newsom panics now. He just asked them, hey, do blacks and Latinos have flawed genetics? Like, what's the reason they don't have access to checking their ATM?
Hardly, not absolutely.
But okay,
not.
but
Absolutely
do Asians have this problem?
I mean, a lot of communities have. A lot of whites have these problems.
Oh,
but
so that's not just black and Hispanic.
No, but
why do you bring up black and Hispanic?
Because the magnitude is ominous.
But why so many of them?
It just happens to be the
magnitude. That's the way God planned it?
Not at all.
Well, what happened to them?
There are a lot of issues, and that the communities are struggling. A lot
why
of new
are they
immigrants.
struggling?
A lot of different reasons. Lack
Hispanics
of opportunity.
Have been here. Blacks have been here longer than we've been here.
Well, we can surmise.
What about Asians? They were put in internment camps.
Yeah, in fact, it all initiated out of San Francisco. And the Chinese Exclusion Act came out.
So
are they
the check cash? Are they the check cash?
A lot of Asians certainly do.
Oh, so why don't you conclude them?
The only reason why is the magnitude.
There's
the
so
problem,
many more.
The magnitude and percentage.
But there's no way to figure out how that happened.
We could talk about it. You know what I'm dealing with?
Could you see yourself doing that? I could see you
when I'm talking with somebody, whether it's like either on video or off video, I hate having to go through the process of, all right, I gotta let them off.
Right.
There's always this point where you're like, they're not going to tell me. And at this point, I have to make a decision about if I want to make them look worse because they're trying to hide something.
Right.
So, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, you're so good at that.
I was talking to Susan. I'm 4 years old or 5 years old.
I was talking with Susan the other day about when we have Hunter on and about how. Say that again. What about 4 and 5 years old? Sorry, go ahead. Finish that thought.
All you have to do is imagine you're 5 years old. And if they can't explain it to you as a 5-year-old, then they can't explain it. They have no reason for saying it in the first place. Where's Santa Claus come from? Like, well, he comes from. Oh, how does he fly?
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense. Can you fly? Who else can fly?
Could his parents fly?
Can you show me someone else who flies? Like, no, he's magical. Well, what's that mean? And you just keep on asking, and eventually you'll find out Santa Claus isn't real if the 5-year-old doesn't let off.
I like it. I was talking to Susie yesterday about when we have Hunter on and you're on, and you'll be patient, and then all of a sudden you just like, all right, enough, and you just start fucking with them.
You've realized that's why I practice that on Alexis all the time. She's not fair.
And I always wonder, does Hunter know that he's just getting fucked with right now?
Dude, did you watch that video we put out recently?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's the weirdest thing on his YouTube channel. It's got a bunch of views. And I think people love it in the comments, but it's just the weirdest thing. That's not the Hunter I know.
Let me see. Hunter McIntyre. He does look like he's lost a lot of weight. Losing High Rocks Worlds, that one?
Yeah, that one. It had like 30,000 when I saw it last. What's it at? So the first thing is the first thing I realized in this video is it's titled How I Lost the High Rocks World Championships, but then he immediately starts talking about his media company. And I didn't know he had a media company. I thought he had a salt company. So that was interesting. And then after a little bit, he starts to talk about how he lost. And then I thought about the CrossFit Games people, or even Michael Jordan, or anybody who's the best of their sport, and how you never hear this. So it's unique, and it's somewhat cool, but it's also very interesting.
You know, we decided as a team, McIntyre Media Management, I decided to make a media company a couple years ago because
This is at 1.5, by the way.
I'd spent a lot of my career racing under companies, which I was really lucky to race under. And I had done all these amazing races all around the world, but we didn't own any of the content. A lot of the coolest races I've ever done in my entire life have never been seen before. What got me started in racing, Prefontaine. And there's books written about them. There's content made about them. You could see their content forever. Part of my career is that many of the companies that I've raced under don't exist anymore. I started my career out doing obstacle course racing, and Warrior Dash was one of the first races to create this.
So is he tripping on his legacy?
That's what it seems like, yeah. Well, if anything, maybe it was a spark to create this media company that he's talking about. But it's how I lost the High Rocks Championships. Here's a media company, and it's a couple minutes of it. I mean, you're 2 minutes in already, which I thought
media house for.
Say that again.
It was weird, right? After 5, 6, 7 minutes, he gets into the High Rock stuff.
Racing, endurance racing, strength training. We made sure that this season specifically, we are going to vlog every piece of it for everybody, because it doesn't, even if we lost the 2024 season. And, my uncle was talking to me about this the other day. I was just telling him, I was like, damn, I'm pissed about this. I'm not happy. He goes,
look at that. Maybe you should start doing CrossFit again, and then you can win High Rocks.
Fair enough.
Hunter, Tom Brady in 2007 was undefeated all season. Tom Brady was going to lose, no one was betting against him, and he lost. And the guy couldn't live with himself, and then he went on to win the Super Bowl. This is the start of the comeback story. And I want to be fully transparent because I don't want people to fall into the same hole that I got into. Another piece of this story is I want to be honest with people. Like, you may not understand this, but I've been setting the world records in almost every sport that I've competed in ever since I got started. I'm the person who's at the edge of the frontier. We'll stay where we are right now. You have to take risks to get reward. That's the only reason. If you're willing to go to the casino and put down a penny, you will only get a penny back. 24 world championships. Then I came back, the training, the hours, the food, things I've ever done for myself mentally. Ironmans, I don't want to do these anymore.
He just seems very sober.
It's not the Hunter that I know.
Right.
He's
very, very sober.
If you sit down and watch it, it'll freak you out a little bit.
He looks
it freaked me out a little bit. And yeah, he looks
again. And then September 1st, I decided I was going to start to bulk up again. I was like, it's time to put back on. I was going to set the Murph World Record again. I lat, and I was like, okay, remember, Hunter, Murph, it's just such an incredibly fun, dynamic event. Training, we were training. You have to know when to be on, when to be off. Shortly thereafter, doing the doubles, I went to Stockholm. I get to the burpee broad jump, and I'm Mr. Burpee Broad Jump. And I am now literally taking these massive pauses in between my burpees, and I just cannot move. And I'm just like, fuck. And Ronkovich is right next to me. Rep. There's no breaking. We both get up, and I do a burpee, and I cut out just in front of him by 3 feet. That there was no coming back was I put down the farmer carry. I'm like, dude, bitch, I did lift over 500 pounds for reps. I'm a fucking beast. And we're doing this farmer carry, and I'm ahead of Ronkovich, and I put the kettlebells down. And
this is kind of cool, though, this play-by-play he gives, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Well, the coolest part about it, there's this section where he talks about he wants to finish this ski and take off, and then he mentions all of his personas. You had what's his face, Lorette, on the other day, right?
Yeah,
about how he creates this image of himself that he needs to live up to, like a superhero.
Yeah.
And Hunter goes, yeah, I was trying to be the bulk pony, biceps win races, and none of those things were there at this point in this race, and he knew he was fucked. So that it was cool, and while the whole thing is cool, it's just so different. It's a weird video, but I watch it every second. So
hey, there's this fighter named Israel Adesanya, 185-pound guy.
Yeah, juiced out of his mind. Yeah,
he went on a crazy tear of. He showed up to the UFC. He had like 170 fights or something under his belt, 100 just in kickboxing. He had only lost like 2 or 3 fights in his life, or something like that, right? I don't know if the exact story is true. And he had lost them to this guy named Alex Pahea. So he comes to the UFC and he just fucking destroys everyone. And everyone thinks he's just the fucking greatest fighter they've ever seen. Then he goes up a weight class and he loses, but it's no big deal because it's a significant jump. It's up 20 pounds, right? So he comes back down and he's just still kicking ass. Then this dude from a previous life of his, when he used to fight kickboxing, came to the UFC, Alex Pahea, and he says, hey, I want to fight Israel Adesanya. And Israel had already lost to him twice with kickboxing rules, not MMA rules, where you can fight, go on the ground and shit. So they fight and Israel loses. Then they fight again and Israel wins. And up until then, this guy that beat Israel looked completely unfucking beatable. So
Okay.
the other day, they were interviewing the guy who's going to fight Israel Adesanya next, and they said, "Hey, Israel isn't going to win, isn't going to beat me." And they said, "Why?" And they said, "He has no reason to fight. The crowning achievement of his life was beating this guy who beat him in kickboxing and beat him in MMA that he finally beat. And ever since then, he has no reason to fight." Do you think that that's what's going on? And that was a long story, but do you think that's what's going on with Hunter? Do you think a part of him
to win High Rocks?
like there he has no he's done two there's no it's like Matt Fraser said his second place medal was his motivation. But that carried him to 5 wins, and then it's like, now what's your motivation? You think that he's lost his motivation, Hunter? Because he just won too much? Or do you think that it's, I don't know if this is true, I should look it up first, but I heard this was the first High Rocks they've ever drug tested. High Rocks drug testing.
He does look stupid skinny.
March 5th, 2024.
Pretty detailed in that, so.
High Rocks drug testing here we go. This is and we have to have Hunter on to ask him, but with overwhelming agreement from the community.
Popping on. I'm like, oh yeah.
With overwhelming agreement from the community, High Rocks finally takes a stance on drugs in their sport.
Wouldn't this be a twist? He got drug tested in CrossFit too, I remember.
So they have their first drug testing event ever, and then he takes a fucking 5th.
Well, that guy's very muscular for High Rocks.
Dude, the guy you had on your show the other day, was he on your show?
James?
Yeah, that guy's jacked out of his mind.
He's shredded, but he is skinny.
Doping division plus clean division.
Huh. Doping division.
CrossFit's drug policy.
CrossFit has a more proven track record with drug testing than High Rocks or DECA. Wow. You don't hear that often.
we're at the pinnacle of sport.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's something that's been thrown out there too. But what do you think happened to him that he took a 5th?
I listened to the whole thing, and I don't think that he knows what he wants. I think he thinks he knows what he wants, and I think he might have to let go of the competitive stuff.
So he's lost his fire for it.
Yeah, but that's me really putting an opinion out there on it. The last time we were on a show, him and I, he talked about that camping thing he went on, right, where he wasn't bringing his phone. It was like a spirit journey.
Yeah. The like Appalachian Trail or something like that.
Remind me what you recall of that. What was he doing?
He was basically just trying to get off the grid, have alone time. Go on a long hike, get his mind straight is what I thought.
I remember being quite extreme, right? Like it was crazy stuff he was trying to do it, but for the purpose of it. And then when he talks about it in this video, he brushes it off as just like some old camping trip he went on.
Oh.
And I'm like, why aren't you telling everybody?
No, it was definitely serious and a vision quest.
Like a vision quest, yes. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
And then that's how he was painting it to us. And I thought that, I mean, there's only one truth, right? You can't have it both ways. So, and even like one of them is a lie. Either it was just a camping trip and he was lying to us, or he's lying to the people and it was a vision quest. Right. That was the weird part of that. And then everything about it became even odder from that point forward.
Does he poo-poo the trip in this video? Like it was like he shouldn't have done it? It took him off his training?
I'm going to see if I can find the spot in there where he talks about it real quick. But no, he doesn't poo-poo it. It's just like he doesn't give it the credit that or let's see.
Patrick Clark, the field got better. Also, Hunter was obsessed more with breaking records in High Rocks while everyone was obsessed with beating him. Well, that's probably true.
He brings that up in there a couple of times that he's going to do it again. He said he's going to do it next year. Like, that's his goal, is to win, and that he was more concerned with a record than he was with. He didn't even think he could finish second. He had no thought in his mind about finishing second, third, fourth, and he ended up getting fifth.
I mean, isn't that wild that he took fifth?
Yeah, and he looked like dog shit. I watched it. Like, he looked terrible.
Fifth. This is the dude who is always winning. And here's the thing. In CrossFit, you can blame programming. In baseball, you could blame all sorts of factors. In football, but there's not a lot of variables in High Rocks.
He said he was wicked overtrained. That's what he said. Now, I've never seen it. I've never seen what the textbooks will call overtraining. It's something that they tried to spook us on in college in the stupid courses I took for exercise science. It's like, never let your clients overtrain. It's going to kill them. But then you get into CrossFit and you see people doing stuff, and I put myself through the ringer quite a bit. And you see people like Taylor doing the shit they do, and fuck, Abigail Dommett this freaking weekend doing everything she was doing. I don't think Domit's overtrained. She doesn't think she's overtrained.
I get concerned about Taylor overtraining.
And then when I hear Hunter talk about it, it's like, how much more could you really be doing? That would put you into a state where you're not able to even come close to what you were able to do a bit ago. And then he brings up your point about the drug tests. Like, hey, he was pretty adamant about it. And some of the most vocal people out there about drugs are the ones using them themselves.
Right. Miko Salo told me that the people who are the biggest accusers and anti-drugs are the ones taking them. It's like the people who hate gay people. Like next thing you know, they're getting their dick sucked in a bathroom somewhere. So someone told me one time that my obsession with hot chicks is my covering up that I'm really gay.
No, you're not gay.
Oh, darn it.
No. I think
do you have that naked picture of Starlight opened up on your screen still? Speaking of hot chicks, like I just left mine open.
Yeah, I got it open.
Yeah, it's nice.
I glanced over it every once in a while.
Right.
She's got her boobs are great.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I also like fake ones though. I know you don't.
I don't know.
There's a point of no return though, right?
I don't like the idea of them.
There's a point of no return.
So I don't want to say I don't like fake boobs. I just don't like the idea of them. I don't like what they represent.
Have you ever known anybody that has fake boobs that you couldn't know whether or not they had fake boobs? Or like, have you been with somebody who had them and you didn't know until you were like looking at them, or you saw the scar?
No, but no.
Touching them, like, oh, these are fake. I had a girlfriend once who had real boobs that were like so firm that you thought they were fake. I'm like, are you sure these are real? Yeah.
Hey, dude. I was living in Santa Barbara, and these friends of mine were like, hey, we're going to do a trip to Baja, California, to Cabo San Lucas. Do you know where that is? That's the very tip of Baja, California. And they said, we're going to drive down there. Do you want to go? And I said, sure. And they said, we're going in 7 cars. And I'm like, okay, cool. So you'd have to drive your own truck. I'm like, cool. And I had this Toyota 4x4. And they're like, there's 12 of us on the trip, and you'll be number 13. So you might end up being in a car by yourself. I said, that's fine. Then it said, okay, we'll meet in San Diego and we'll go. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I'm in Santa Barbara. So I have to drive a couple hours south to San Diego to meet them. And then we were going to start this trip, this 2-week camping trip down to Baja, California. And a day before we left, they're like, hey, we got a 14th person, this girl. I'm like, okay, cool. And I get there, and it's a chick who just got a brand new set of double Ds.
How do you know they were brand new? Did she tell you?
Dude, she was obsessed with them, dude. Which, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine like when you first got your car, you wanted to drive like your sister in it, you wanted to drive your dad in it, you want to drive your girlfriend in it. Like, you just want to show everyone your brand new car.
How old were you?
25 or 35. I don't know.
Did you test drive them?
Dude, it was a crazy trip. Dude, it was.
Were they too big? And also, if you don't like, how were they?
They were nothing like fake boobs I see on TV. Like nothing. Like they were like they looked like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like the ones you see on TV are just like perfectly round.
Right.
These weren't like that. These had some hang to them.
So you were into them.
I mean, yeah, they were fucking amazing.
So all fake boobs are not the same.
I guess. I mean, that I can't think of any other fake boobs. I'm from a different era where people didn't really have fake boobs when I was in the game.
Would you rather they be fake or really small, and real?
Yeah, I for long-term use, I just prefer real.
No matter what.
Pretty much.
What if they were huge and real?
Hey, yeah, that's awesome. I've only seen one set of fucked up titties in my whole life, and I've seen a lot of titties. And the girl had the biggest tits you've ever fucking seen in your life, and she got a breast reduction, and they didn't tighten the skin up, and she was still like bigger than a double D, even with a reduction, but it was like a Shar-Pei.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, it was fucked.
I'd be pissed. If I were her, I'd be pissed.
Dude, she was pissed.
Yeah, they fixed them for her, right?
I don't know. Not when I had him out on tour. I took him for a couple. I rolled with him I had him in my rotation for a couple of years, and it was a tragedy. It truly was a tragedy. It really was like a mutilation. It was. Just imagine like a D titty in a bag that like the skin on the outside was like for a Z titty. Big girls, over 6 feet tall, over 200 pounds. Big girl.
The second you ever told me that you thought Sporty Beth had great tits is like you kind of lost me on a lot of your. It's like that person with their fire alarm.
You don't think Sporty Beth has great tits?
No.
Just because, listen, let me ask you this. If someone had really nice wheels and tires on a really shitty car, beat up car, could you still see the wheels and tires being nice?
No, I couldn't.
Well, there you go.
I would immediately judge the character of the person for what they've done.
Right. Okay.
You've seen like that 1999 Suburban with the incredible rims on it. Like they're trying to be an Escalade, but they're not quite there.
Hey, this is the only reason why my relationship with my wife has lasted so long. I think she does this too. So this guy Chase probably likes me, and so he's just struggling. He's like, Sebon doesn't believe that. He can't believe that. Like I'll say stuff to my wife, and she's like, I'll choose not to believe that that's true. What you said right there. What
does he not believe? What does he not?
He doesn't believe that I think Sporty Beth has great titties. Listen,
no, I think you believe that.
Yeah, I believe. I believe it.
Fairly certain. Which is the most unfortunate. Like, I really want to believe it's a bit, but it's not. Which is the worst part. You're like the fire alarm person to me when it comes to boobs now. Like, you can't believe them when it comes to the president. It's like, oh, your discernment. I don't believe it.
Dude, Joe Biden's fucked up. Yeah, but you also think Sporty Beth has great titties.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only counter that 80-year-old individual needs. It's like, hey, you think this person's got great boobs?
You don't even know what a fucking smoke alarm is. Fuck you. Well, you think Sporty Beth has great titties. I don't.
You've come full circle on it, yeah.
But don't you think like that the fact that I have pinned down that you're unable, you admit that you're unable to separate her tits from the rest of your judgment about her?
Yeah, just like if you were on a dating app, which I know you've never done because you're 90 years old, but like you look at the person's face and it's like, oh, and then you meet up with them and they look nothing like that from the neck down, and the picture of their face is from 10 years ago, and you're like, what the fuck? And it's not 10, it would have been like 5 years ago, but that happened a couple of times. You know what you do? I felt like I've done this. Like I was on Tinder for a brief period of time, and I met up with a couple of chicks. There was this one chick, and I immediately decided, like, I'm just going to have fun with this date because she had fun with my time.
Right.
She thought it'd be fun to meet up with me, and she was fine, but I acted like a character. I was a character on that date.
Oh, wow. Did she know that?
We saw Suicide Squad, the bad one. And I was like, hey, I'm just going to eat food and I'm going to see Suicide Squad with this freaking stranger that lied to me.
She looked just totally different than her picture?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was kind of pissed.
Wow.
But I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I made the most of it.
Yeah.
I think she had an okay time. I didn't like try to ruin her life.
You ever go on a date and the chick looked better than she did in her picture?
Yeah, pretty often.
Oh.
I think Alexis looks better in person than she photographs.
Oh. One time I accidentally got drunk before my date arrived. It ended with a hand job. Oh, handshake. Oh.
You read that like that, right?
I read it because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted it to. Look, David Weed says never. They're never more attractive in person than their picture.
I'm thinking, and I don't think so. I told you about the chick that didn't know she was a twin, right? That was my favorite one from like my dating app days.
Remind me of that. I don't really remember that.
Super hot, tiny, probably like 4'11", and athletic and all that shit. And then I remember, I think I was having my college graduation party, and she came, and she was meeting all my buddies for the first time, and we were sitting in the hot tub, and my buddies, a couple of single buddies, and they were asking if she had like friends or a sister, and yeah, she had a sister, and I knew she wasn't the brightest, but I didn't know she was this bad. And my buddy goes, "Oh, how old is she?" And she goes, "Oh, she's my age." Like, "Oh, are you the younger, or the older one?" It's like, "Well, I'm like a couple minutes older." And then my buddy goes, "A couple minutes? Like, are you guys twins?" And she goes, "No, we're not twins."
Oh shit!
and then we got a phone out, and she shows him a picture, and they look exactly the fucking same. And I'm like, "You were born like, you know, there's different types of twins." Like and then I never talked to her ever again because my buddy's like, "Remember that chick you dated who didn't know she had a twin sister?"
She had to be joking.
No, absolutely wasn't joking.
Hey, that's like a video I played on the show the other day, and some guys like asking girls what 3 times 7 or 7 times 3 or 6 times 8 is, and the girls couldn't answer, and they're like adult women.
It's just like that, right? If my buddies weren't at work right now, I'd call them up and I'd say, "Hey, dude, remember that chick I dated? Didn't know she had a twin?" They'd lose it.
Isn't it weird that some people work?
Sometimes, yeah. Well, you know what's weird to me is summer vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be doing like my normal thing, and I'll just see people out that aren't like usually kids, high school kids. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be in school?" But it's July.
I went to the creek the other day, and there were a bunch of parents there, and we're all sitting around in our lawn chairs talking. And I was really like, one person, like one was a cop, one was a senior like person over at Tesla. The other person, I forget what she did. There's a guy there, and they're talking about like life and like their kids and raising their kids and their jobs and shit. And I'm like, I'm so out of touch. Like I don't even have anything to contribute.
Why don't you should just have fun with it then?
I do. I just listen to them. I'm just like, holy shit. Like, fuck. These people like have like these really complex
What are the
lives.
things that they're saying that are absurd to you?
It's not absurd, but like they got to get up like at 5 a.m. if they want to work out, and then they got to take their kid here, or they're talking about like just like shit, like, and they got to go to work, and they're talking about the politics at work, and
what are you thinking about all those things?
Nothing bad. I'm just like, hey, I can't even relate. Like the way my life is just so different. Like they make lunches and they pack and they plan and they like, my life's not like that at all. My life's just it's just not like that at all. It's not, I don't have outside of the podcast. Yeah, I just couldn't relate to just the way they run their lives. They have to get dressed. Like there was a section where they were talking about a section. There's a part of my life. There's a section of the time we were there. They were talking about what they wear to work.
And then you look down, you got your Floyd 19 shirt on.
I'm in my Floyd 19 shirt and I'm in long johns. And like I have a flap in the middle. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like.
Yeah, my t-shirt guy made me this.
I'm thinking to myself, well, I shower and brush my teeth before I come on the podcast.
If you had to wake up at 5 to work out, would you work out?
No, I can't. I can't. I'm like stiff like the Tin Man at 5 a.m. Sevon, stop arguing your limitations. Well, I mean, I guess I'd have to figure it out.
I start to tell people, like, why do you do these things if you don't like it? Like, why don't you do something else? That's usually where I go with that.
Yeah, and I didn't get the impression that no one was complaining, and I didn't get the impression.
Well, that's good.
Didn't get the, but I just couldn't relate. Like, just like they would be talking about like the area where they drop their kids off or pick them up, or just stuff they talked about.
I remember I was going to a bachelor party once, and we were driving there to Tennessee, and my buddy brought his brother-in-law with. He was standing up in the wedding, and I'm sitting in the back of the car with them. I'm just trying to talk with him, and he would not stop trying to like talk to me about insurance. And I go, "This is what the fuck you're gonna talk about right now?" It's like,
like what was he saying about insurance? Like just talking about the insurance industry.
He also sold insurance. He goes, "So what kind of policy you got?" And I'm like, "The fuck." Like, I'm 27 years old. Like, why do you want to talk about my insurance policy? It's like what type of sandwich are you eating? Let's start there. Like, what did you get on your sandwich?
Hey, that's how probably people feel around me too. Because the only thing I want to talk about is just how fucked up like the society is.
That's what you want to talk about.
Yeah. Like that's all. But they're there like decompressing, having a beer, watching their kids play. Just shooting the shit.
And you're leveling it back up.
And I want to be like, hey, did you hear about the pedophile they caught down the street from the elementary school?
And they're like, God damn it, dude, shut up.
Yeah, hey, dude, chill.
I think that's how I felt, though. I think I'm always decompressed. I live in a state of decompression.
Yeah, that's all. I can see that. Yeah, you give that vibe. That's why it's so nice being around you. You're decompressed. Yeah.
I don't want to level up talking about insurance. It's like, let's get going about something else. It was so weird.
Even when how old are you?
32.
Yeah. So how you get your jobs are you contact, let's say just Abigail Domit, for instance. You see a project, you contact them, you say, hey, can I do a project with you? They say yes, you do it. And then you have to try to figure out, okay, I'm going to allocate. You're just passionate. So you probably work on it nonstop, and every free second you have that you're not like, taking out the trash or changing fire alarm batteries, maintaining just like the domestic shit around the house. And then you put it on YouTube and you hope that it does well. And then and then the circle continues.
Yeah.
And so you're like basically always just like chasing leads that scratch an itch for you, your own passion.
Yeah.
And so
just do whatever your mind thinks.
Yeah. So I used to always, like in my 30s, I always had an ad on Craigslist. Do you want me to video something for you? I would that's all it said.
Okay.
And so I was just always like, that's always what I did. I was always chasing just leads like that.
How'd it go?
It was great. It was fucking, it was awesome. It was awesome. But I never did the, I never got like, where people like your friends and my friends, they've got jobs. Like I'm sure you have a friend who's a fireman or a police officer or works at the post office, and they're in year 7 and they're in year 17 and they have 3 more years and then they get to quit.
Aren't they like 35-year-old or 35-year tenures at the post office or something crazy like that?
Is that what it is?
I think it's long. I think you might be closer with the fireman, but I also
how old?
20 years.
How many years to retire at post office? How many years? The lady who delivers my mail is old as shit. How many years?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Retire at post office. Age 62 with 5 years of credible civilian service. Age 60 with 20 years of credible service, including 5 years of credible civilian service. So I don't know what the difference is. The minimum retirement age, MRA, with 30 years of credible service, including 5 years of fuck, I don't even know what any of that means. Can you retire from the United States Postal Service after 10 years? This is a provision that allows you to retire with benefits beginning immediately if you have 10 years of service and have reached the minimum retirement age of 55. Oh, However, the annuity is reduced for each month you are under age 62. Wow, you could retire after 10 years if you wanted. Oh, so basically, I think if you put in 20 years, but you're under 60, they still want you to work until you're 62.
I've never liked the idea of having someone decide when and what and how you retire.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure you saw those people as well, right? Like you see people's parents and they're going to retire at some point. Maybe you ask them a question or two about it, and it's like, that doesn't seem all that appealing.
Right.
And then at which rate, it's like, why would I want to go get a job that would put you in a position that they're in? It's like, oh, you're a doctor and that's what comes of it. It doesn't seem great.
Andrew is still a boy.
That's what they tell me ever since I was 22.
I drive for my job, and the number of people also on the road in the middle of the day, like, what do these people do for a living? Oh, yeah, I wonder that too. Sometimes I go places, I'm like, what the fuck are all these people doing here? Go get your fucking job.
Sounds like a great idea for a YouTube channel. Hey, what are you doing out here right now?
Oh, yeah, I like that. Hey, have you ever seen that YouTube channel where the guy, or I've seen it on Instagram, where the guy will see is in LA and he'll see someone in a nice car and he'll walk up and ask them what they do for a living? That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And every other time it's an OnlyFans chick, and now it's a self-promoting channel. It's gone that way where the OnlyFans chick will bring him out to skits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know how open it is about that, but it's very obvious that's what's happening now.
Have any athletes reached out to you and been like, hey, will you come do a piece on me?
Agents?
Oh, agents have, but not athletes.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple. There was a question here if I'm doing anything before. Dude, that Domit one was killer.
The video?
Yeah. It was like a 60. It probably took me 60 hours to edit it.
Oh, killer like that. Like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm curious. Like the comments seem to like the way that it was edited, but it is always interesting when someone like you would watch it.
Oh, it's doing good too.
Yeah. I always have, I think you know this, I have expectations or ideas about how well it'll do. And I said if it hit 100, that'd be A+, 100,000. And then I expected it to do 50. I hope it does 50. At the moment, it's like a 30 to 40 certainty. But I wanted it to do 50.
That's our girl. Much prefer this content than the negative CrossFit content. Bill Grunler. Another killer video. More athletes should let you in like this. So good, Hiller. Love these. Oh, please add subtitles. If you wear a band shirt, name 3 songs. Second date was Alice. Big Abigail fan. Her coach is also the loudest.
Matt Bryant. Yeah, there was a clip in there with him. I thought that was funny.
Thanks for helping us get to know these two. The best videos. We need a Hiller tour. Dude, the medical field sucks. Back in the good old CF days. Nice one. Wow, I feel like I'm watching a better version of the old Road to the Games. This is sick. Wow, that's a hell of a compliment.
That's cool. Yeah.
This was great. I loved her. The signature lisp of Bill.
There's a couple of comments in there that are
Does Bill have a lisp?
I don't think so, because I read that comment and I don't think so. I wonder if you'll see.
It says that's from Sevon's dog. I'm gonna beat my dog. Bill, that is. I'm so confused. I thought Hiller only posted negative things about CrossFit. Glad to see the steak. Wow, another great video. Watched her eat greens like a raccoon was amazing. Now in the Domit camp. It's been said, but I'm gonna say it. Hiller has outdone CF Media again. Ice cream cone. This video is amazing. Wow, I'm a bigger fan now after this. I didn't know of her before the video. After the video, I'll support her. And I was going to say
those
something.
Are the ones I like to see.
CrossFit HQ, wake up. This is the content you need to be putting out. You the man, bro. Dude, amazing video. Her husband seems like a really sweet guy that gets a lot of ass. All aboard the Domit train. Awesome video. Andrew, these get better and better. Hiller's crushing it with these. Ice cream cone, heart, smiley face. The way Anton seems to do everything for Abigail so she can focus on training reminds me of Sammy Moniz. You should have credentials for the games. Absolute quality. Also video, great video. Like. Abby's awesome person. Man, your athlete documentaries are on another level. Putting the CrossFit media team to shame. Love the work Sevon and yourself are doing to get all these athletes airtime. I remember back into okay. Great video. I hope Abby
there's the one.
Does really well at the games. Her husband's a great character. Bill Grunler, great intro. Abby's such a cool athlete. Jews better steer clear of the Domet house. Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit, he responded. Listen, why? Is he Muslim?
There's a section in there where I'm in their library type room, and she read a book by Adolf Hitler called Mein Kampf, and it's like,
yeah.
You know that book? What's that about?
Yeah. I think he wrote it.
Yeah, and she read it to kind of get insight into him, and I think that so did Anton. And I thought it was funny. She goes, I don't want to have these books in public because people might infer certain things. And it was supposed to be a funny thing. And people were like, I liked it up until the Hitler book. It's like, dude, did you get mad in school when you had to talk about Germany and Hitler? It's like, are you out of your mind? You crazy.
I hope that's a joke. I hope that's a joke.
What part?
That what the Jews better steer clear of the Doman house.
I think that this one's a joke, but there's another one in there.
Oh, hey man, if you hate Hitler, you should probably read that book. Wow, this is your profession. Please more of this. Oh, that's works with the conversation we just had. This was amazing and the best one ever. Those two seem so awesome. Love this woman and her husband.
Dude, I got a good comment from Jeff Bako, which is crazy cool.
Another Hiller video. Fan-fucking-tastic profile. Well done. I probably won't kill myself for another week now. Wow. You saved his life.
Yeah, Jeff Bako.
Thoroughly enjoyed. Thanks. More of these, please. Great job, Hiller. Dope. Well done, sir. I love what you produce.
That's the
but
one.
Keep the Adolf out of it. That struck a chord with me.
and dude, it's just like, it's a joke. She goes, yeah, I read this. I wanted to see what it was like, and I probably wouldn't want to read it in public. You know? And all I could think about, hey, you're in 8th grade and you're covering Germany in World War II. And it's like, yeah, I really didn't like talking about Hitler in grade school. I didn't want to hear about I didn't want to hear his name.
I'm trying to think. Chase Bryan, didn't her husband say all the top athletes are doping when she was upset about people claiming she was? Or did I hear that wrong?
I think you heard that wrong.
Oh. It's wild to me that someone would think that you would what'd you say? He sent you a huge text. Can you read it? Or can you ask him if you can read it? Or decipher it? Another great piece. Abby's the GOAT. You eat her, you're gonna beat her. She remembered me.
I like that part.
I don't even get that. You eat her, you're gonna beat her.
There's something that's in there. It's funny. You'll like it, I think.
Ascending calorie ladder on 4 different machines. Hiller, awesome. I'm not gonna say to you how good this is. Fucking amazing. At this point, you're the CF media. I found myself taking way more care of the athletes you document. Talking than the rest of them. Goddamn, Ring Doorbell Dog is going nuts. Oh, I loved it.
What happened to my dog?
I did see the beginning when you played that. That was awesome. That part.
My dog freaked out. Yeah.
This is awesome. Thank you, Andrew. This stuff is literally inspiring for content creators. Honestly, she sounds like a young Fraser, future champ. The production is so good. Allison in Chains concert, Team Dome at both of them. Bill nailed it. Best video CrossFit ever had. Crushed it, Hiller. Great production. Best video in a while since the series Road to the Games. Exactly 48 minutes for 48 hours. Knowing Hiller, that wasn't by accident. You really are a talented editor. Haven't finished, but stoked by hearing Bill Grunler as the narrator. I'm so excited to see Abigail crush the games. She's on her period.
That's the part that I think you're going to get a kick out of.
I like it already.
She said something there. It's hilarious.
Did she do the games on her period? Or she was on her period then?
No, it was like it had something to do with her eating. Anton feeding her and her eating.
The girls who are on their period during the game should announce it.
They should wear like a red scarf or something.
Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome.
So you know.
I mean, I've never had a period, but I just have to imagine that's like it has to be the absolute worst timing.
Hey, dude, there was a Reddit thread the other day there was some chick who was asking about that. And they're like, hey, how do you guys deal with this? And I copy and pasted the Stacy Tovar interview he did, and I gave a time code for the section.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
I don't think I had told you that. I was like, here you go. Here's Stacy Tovar talking about it on this interview Stefan got blown up for.
Dude, that must just fucking suck.
What?
Like you've trained all year to go to the fucking CrossFit games, and your fucking uterus lining decides to come. Isn't that what happens? It's basically you're shedding the uterus lining.
Something like that, yeah.
Like basically, doesn't your body drop an egg and prepare the uterus lining to hold a baby? And then when there's no sperm in there that fertilize the egg, all the preparation, it's basically like nesting for a baby, right? I think that's what it is.
Heidi says it only sucks if you're a victim. So I guess it doesn't suck.
All right, fair enough. But still,
idea spoken.
But still, it's like an extra thing that you have to. I actually recover a lot faster when I'm on my period leading up to it. It is much worse. It would just be inconvenient to deal with it while doing all the events. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just one more thing to prep.
Libby. Yeah, it's never convenient, but life goes on. Girl. Yes.
But it's convenient, like when you want to get pregnant.
Convenient. You say convenient or inconvenient?
It's convenient. If you want to have a baby, it's convenient.
Having a period is convenient?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. A period is basically just your body. The egg didn't get fertilized, and so all the preparation that your body makes during that week to get pregnant, it discharges it.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? You drop an egg, it goes down the fallopian tubes. I think the inside of the uterus builds a lining to host the egg and the sperm when it gets fertilized, so it can attach there. Hey, dude, it's like this. It's like I don't know if you've ever done this, but you go outside, you buy a pot, you fill it with soil, you put a seed in it, and it doesn't sprout. And then like a couple of years go by, and then you see the pot back there, and it's just like it's been sitting in your yard forever. So you have to dump the soil out, and it's like, you know what I mean? You get rid. That was a bad example, but anyway.
I actually think they did the same thing in health class. I still didn't get it.
Yeah. So basically, it's got to like just toss all that stuff up to get ready for the next cycle. If you're having a regular cycle, which no games athletes are, I just made that up. It's a good sign that you have a good chance of getting pregnant. If you're having, oh yeah, but you got to be also having sex.
You know what's interesting about that is after having listened to Hunter,
yeah,
and he says that like his entire weekend is all thrown off.
Yeah,
and he was like peaked. He was ready to go perform, and then he didn't have it. Like imagine being someone like a Tia or a Laura. And then you've got your period. It's like, well, are you going to make a 30-minute video about how you weren't ready because something out of your control?
Oh.
Now, Hunter said he's going to learn from his thing, and he's going to come back like a man on a mission in 2015.
Hey, dude, but listen, it would. I've never seen this, but it would be a great video if you had like Laura Horvat be like, hey, it's 2 days before the game, and I've started my period, and this is how I dealt with it. I had to change my tampon like 3 times on this day. I had this issue. I had cramping. I actually felt like I healed faster. And she did a whole vlog on what it was like competing at the games.
And then posted it after.
At the highest level, yeah. But just informational, like the video you did on I drank extra water. I took this vitamin because I thought that like I was losing iron because of all the blood I shed. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it would be a fucking monumental fucking contribution to the fucking space.
That'd be cool.
That no woman's ever done. I don't think any woman's ever done it because it's fucking crazy. I mean, you think about the Olympics, they get out there and they run their 400 meters and they're done. These fucking chicks got to go for fucking 4 days.
Put up an Instagram post. It's just going to say any CrossFit Games female who's
want me to document
on their period during the CrossFit Games. I would love to follow you around.
I'd like to document your journey.
Holy shit. Would that get me in the New York Times, dude?
If you're lucky. Ellen, I just had a baby and haven't had my period in a year, so I'm scared to get it back again. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Are you breastfeeding? What's weird is sometimes I hear that if you're breastfeeding, your period doesn't come back. But my wife was breastfeeding and she got pregnant again, although it was like, 14 months later. Okay. You're keeping CrossFit afloat with these mini docs. Damn, you're the best. 36 through 38 was unnecessary. Oh, this is going to be good. Andrew, didn't you know? I don't even know what they're talking about, but didn't you know better? It wasn't necessary. Trying to win the games naturally, really?
I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's idiot talk. Surely receiving a telephone call to tell you're going to be drug tested is not a random drug test.
No, that's it, actually. That's how they do it.
What are they supposed to do? Like fucking accost you in the bathroom at McDonald's?
Give me your urine. Who are you people?
Dude, Andrew.
Huh.
What if you pretended? What if you go to a games athlete's house and pretend to be a fucking tester?
I do think that they might be onto me.
Okay, what if you had someone else do it with a hidden camera just as a joke?
I'll give them my meta glasses. That'd be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking funny?
Yeah. I'll have them send an email and everything.
Wow. You would have to do.
I think that there might be some sort of charge that you'd have, like you can get in trouble for that. Like imagine going through the whole process and you get the urine and all that, and then like
I think as long as you don't look at the guy's dick, it's fine.
And you just collect their urine and
hey, dude, let's find someone. Let's find someone to impersonate a drug tester and test someone, and then 2 weeks later send them an email saying that they pop positive.
Oh.
And let's do it, and it's an April Fool's joke. Let's do it to Colton. Let's do it to Colton.
Okay. Let's do it to Colton. No, let's do it to someone.
Let's do it to Jason Hopper, dude.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like Hopper. He'd lose his mind. He wouldn't be able to deal with it.
Holy shit, dude. Hey, dude, there's definitely some numbskulls you could pull this off on.
I think Hopper fits the bill.
Oh my God. Yeah, you couldn't do the watching them pee thing. I think you could get in trouble for that.
That's what I was saying.
Because you use it to peep their dick. You just did it so you could see Hopper's cockins.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't. When he hugged me, I felt it, but I haven't seen it. So funny to see CrossFit CEO Don Fall say that Hiller's content isn't important to the company and community. Oh, there's a clip of that in there?
I don't think so. No, it's just
just a reference to old stuff.
Yeah.
Just not to beat a dead horse, but that is the thing. If you CrossFit, when they see anything that Hiller does that bothers them, all they need to do is use that to light a fire under their ass to make more media. So they have the power to be louder and take over the space, and that's just what they should do. And basically just think what Dave's doing. You can't even he's putting out so much content now that even if he were to do something that we didn't like, it wouldn't even matter because we'd be on to the next thing. And Hiller's had videos like that. He's made stuff that has 100 negative comments attacking him, and 3 days later, everyone loves him again. It's just like, hey, just don't worry about what other people are doing or saying. She's got good genetics and she's putting in a ton of work. By the way, I heard this the other day and I was like, yeah, duh, this makes perfect sense to me. I think when people say that someone has good genetics or bad genetics, they often are looking at their physique.
Okay.
And I think that in terms of performance in CrossFit, that has nothing. Those types of genetics have nothing to do with nothing. Nothing to do with anything. I think the only genetics that matter in CrossFit is your capacity to use oxygen. That's it. Whatever your baseline is for that, that's it. That's going to determine whether you could ever be a champ or not.
Then Hunter could have won.
Yeah.
But he couldn't.
He started too late. He started too late.
But that dude can use oxygen.
Yeah, whoever has the biggest, all things being the same, whoever has the biggest engine is the best.
Brandon, I stopped doing interviews because I had to edit this video, and it was very time consuming.
What interviews were you doing?
I put up all those little shorts of Dave.
Oh, right.
And I plan on kind of redoing the rest of them and just keeping up with it. But I had to get. I gave myself a deadline. I wanted it done by Monday at 11, so I hit my deadline.
Why do people think seed oils are bad for you? They are not at all.
Alexa's ready to go off on this comment.
Before someone comments about how bad it is, find one study that states you should avoid seed oil. Also, sugar isn't bad for you either. It's when you eat in excess of calories when it becomes bad.
You should pull this up when Greg's on the show.
I mean, they're not saying anything. Like if I take 2 granules of sugar and put it on my tongue.
Are you saying that's not bad for you?
I mean,
okay, bot.
I mean, it's just completely insignificant. Hey, did Adler run a sub 5-minute mile?
Why?
Because that's what Samuel Cournoyer and Dave said that he did. And then I asked Samuel about it, and he said, yeah, he posted that he did it recently, like last week.
I'd be shocked if he couldn't run a sub 5-minute mile.
Do you think Roman can do it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Sam thought Roman could do it too. She's a little strange, but I like her. She better be strange if she wants to win the games. Another banger. Wow, David Weed.
Oh, I got David and Jeff Bako?
Yeah,
wow.
Crazy. Great video, Hiller. The owner of Elite CrossFit, Jeremy Tucker's an absolute beautiful human, a great husband, father, and mentor. Been waiting for this for months. Okay, Bill Grunler killed the intro. Andrew, your videos are so amazing. Keep these videos coming. Elite CrossFit is freaking awesome. Oh, it was so good. Wow, the sequence is just amazing. Elite CrossFit in San Antonio's phenomenal gym and community. The book collection sent me rooting for Abby for sure. Oh, shit. Jesus. Hey, imagine this person took the time to put a time code in for a sequence you made.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's amazing to find a partner who wants the best for you. Bruce Wayne brings another banger. My not too early pick for top 10. You think she's top 10 at the games?
I do. She won the West Coast, dude. And she beat Gazan by a pretty good margin.
Gazan.
20, 30 points. And people think Gazan's got top 5 potential, so why wouldn't Doman have top 10 potential?
What do you think about Bethany? What do you think about Bethany Flores?
I think you're out of your goddamn mind for thinking she can. What did you say, podium?
I think she's gonna. Top 5.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
And I think she. Okay, do you think she beats? I made a bet with John Young top 8. Hey, I think she's gonna beat Brooke Wells. What do you think?
I don't think so.
It was so hard to watch her take a bite out of that sandwich. Mr. Domit does really well to give her that house with those cars. Abigail's. Oh, but what city do they live in?
San Antonio.
Yeah, listen. Real estate in San Antonio, man.
Dude, it's hot as balls there. I don't know how anyone wants to live anywhere like that.
I was looking at homes there. It's crazy what you can get there for $1 million. Crazy. Waiting for the era of Domit Nation. This was fun to watch. This was awesome. Intro is everything. Such a good video. Abby Donut. Great editing. Bro recycled cooler ice. That intro was sick. Hiller embarrassing CrossFit HQ again. She's not built like a tank. She is the tank. Woo! Why do the best looking girls always have the most busted husbands? What does that mean? What do you mean busted?
Click on the comments.
I ask Alexis, it's because I can cook. I was honestly thinking that 7.5 years older, she rejected multiple times. The math ain't mathing.
I think that they're trying to say Anton isn't good looking.
He's very good looking.
I thought so, yeah.
Dude, this is so good. Every video Hiller does on an athlete, it makes me want them to win the games. Listen, bitches. All you girls out there. If you're a fucking awesome fucking girl, like fucking great, like the best of the best, and you're so fucking cool, like Sammy Moniz, then you can probably find a guy your age and be the kind of person that could be the muse and the supporter to watch a man birth into a great human being. But so few of you are like that. So, one, there's so few of you like that, and two, there's so few men like that. But if you think that you can catch a Tyson fucking Bagent, then do it. If not, the rest of you fuckers should be dating men who are 10 years older than you. End of story. That's it. If you're not, it takes a very special woman to get a fucking great man. Very special. And then on top of that, there's so few great men out there. And other than that, that guy's too young for Abigail. Get a man who's 10 years older than you so you can see what he's done already. But if you're some fucking super fucking chick who knows how to fucking hold the space for a guy so he can become great, then fucking do it. Find an 18-year-old fucking wonder boy.
So to summarize that, you're saying in general, women should be with older men.
Yeah, if you want to find a guy who you can see his 10-year track record and be like, okay, this guy is going to be able to make a nest for me so that I can perform my womanly duties, then fucking go pick 10 years ahead. Because in the end, that's the only way any of you guys are going to be happy.
Does every woman have womanly duties?
Yes.
Does every man have manly duties?
Yes. Fire alarm goes off at 3 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, I got up that fucking ladder.
Yeah. Naked as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, naked as fuck. Yeah, that's the manly duty. Now, somebody can be like, well, my husband's afraid of heights. Fine. I mean, there's exceptions to everything.
Yeah, Sevan owns like one saw.
Yeah, use it for everything.
The doorbell's broken. Well,
But Abigail should have dated a guy 3 years older, maybe, but she just spotted him. Hey,
they're equally as lucky with one another.
They are. Okay, good.
And that comment about the busted thing, it's like, that's just stupid talk. They
have a dining room table and a cat.
Yeah, 2 cats.
Yeah,
and the cats are fat.
And she's gonna give him good kids. Did you ask her? Is she gonna have kids?
I didn't. Give me a minute. I don't recall. I can't speak to that.
Did CTP say we can read his text?
Yeah, you want to read it?
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me get through this.
You're gonna read all of these fucking things? There's 200 of them or something.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like I'm blowing you, but it's still straight. Cameraman just let her run into a dog. Oh, I can't wait to see that scene. Holy fuck, the intro gave me chills. Another great one, dude. Sus. I don't know what that means. Concert for a second date. Lit. I don't know what that means. Excellent content from just one dude that's good at the internet. Imagine a team of 20 or 30. Best one yet. We got the 1 minute of video per hour. Solid synergy there. Thanks, Hiller. Hope to have you back again soon. Oh, shit. From the busted dude.
That's him. Like
111 likes. Let's go. First. Oh, and here's the okay. All right. Yeah.
Who's Sema? D1 babies.
Oh, was he a fucking D1 athlete?
I don't think so.
Oh.
He played soccer.
In college?
I don't think so. I don't know how long he's been in the States. I think he was in Mexico for a period of time. He's Mexican.
Oh, how is he Mexican?
Mm-hmm.
A racist.
Who, me?
I don't know. Anyone. Listen, I mean, it's just crazy. He's Mexican and he played soccer. No duh. It's a culturally
he was trying to
it's a culturally appropriate sport for Mexicans.
We're sitting at the table. This isn't in the video. Yeah. And he asked me about my perception of like Mexico. And I was like, I don't know. There's like huts and shit, right? And he goes, see, I knew you'd say something like that. And he goes, I'm going to bring you to Mexico sometime. It's like, you wouldn't believe it, but there's people up there down there that look just like you. And I go, what do I look like? He goes, like, they just look like you. I go, like not as dark. And he goes, yeah, there's white Mexicans down there. And I'm like, I've never seen a white Mexican. He goes, that's a real thing.
Like Shelby Neal's a redheaded black girl.
Right. And then I told Alexis about that, and she goes, yeah. What do you mean you don't know that there's white Mexicans?
I mean, it's fucking Native Americans who were really Chinese Mongolians who were raped by Spaniards.
Who's this?
This is a Canelo Alvarez. This is the redhead. This is the greatest fighter who's ever lived.
Is he Mexican?
And he's Mexican.
Oh,
yeah, greatest boxer who ever lived. Crazy, right?
Yeah, I told him that doesn't the cartel
dude.
just like kill everybody down there? And he goes, no, they protect you guys because you guys spend money down there. I'm like, oh, no shit. That sounds good.
Look at him.
Elizabeth, the singer. I am a white Mexican. That's cool. It reminds me of that gorilla in Planet of the Apes, like the white gorilla.
Just like there's green-eyed, blonde-haired Mexicans, Sporty Beth has the greatest tits in the CrossFit space.
She doesn't.
I knew.
Then again,
I knew that was too much. I knew I'd gone overboard. I knew I'd asked too much of
you.
No,
that would be a crazy video. The top 10 best tits in the CrossFit space. It's just so subjective. I would need to put a poll out, just like I did with the steroid video.
I know who the winner is.
Is it Danielle Brandon?
I cannot tell you, but no.
God, I'm curious. You should write in the private chat.
His name is.
hey, Pinheiro hasn't been on Dave yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for that one.
Okay. Let's go to
the CrossFit space. Danielle Brandon's mom.
Oh yeah.
CTP text?
Yeah.
I asked for permission. He said it was cool. Okay. He says, I see. Oh, well, I have no clue why. All inconveniences it causes me aside. I think I prefer it this way. Maybe I'm twisted, but it's more fun being on the outside. I'm not sure I'd know what to do with my hands the day I was invited to the cool kids table. It's not a loss for folks like me because we're going to make shit happen no matter what. So us doing outsiders will oddly work in our favor for what we do. In fairness to them, they gave us a huge heads up that would be tighter this year. I could make arguments for why they might want to allow more people in, but they made their decision. As for me, I'm a one-man media team. Never try to go where I'm not supposed to go. Don't care to be pampered or get special privileges, and largely like to stay to myself and out of the way. So in comparison to some of these other camps rolling deep, can I just get a tiny corner on the floor? That's all I need. When I applied for the semis media, it was odd. I got 2 replies, one from HQ saying I was denied, and a day or 2 later, one from Syndicate saying that I was in. HQ's denial mentioned being an official partner, so I replied back, how does one become an official partner? ? Took a couple nudges to finally get a response back, but they told me to email the partner division. I fired off an email where asking now TTT could become a partner. How TTT could become a partner? Do we pay? Is there an application? Is it invite only? And I never got a response. I have no desire to bitch about whatever the answer to those questions might be. However, I would like to know exactly how one becomes a partner and the entire process to be transparent. But yeah, welcome to the club, my friend. It's not so bad. I sat courtside, lower level, everywhere in the arena. But when my Memphis Grizzlies make it to the playoffs, there's nowhere I'd rather be than in the nosebleeds with the real ones. Let's fuck shit up. CTP.
Didn't CrossFit put something out that there was going to be more restrictions, but they also put something out that there was going to be more media than ever also. Here's the thing, man. Could you imagine if you were running media not letting CTP there or not call, like if I'm running media there, I call that dude. He's earned that.
I would say he deserves it. JR would like that.
I mean, they're fucking everything that they put out gets like fucking 10,000 fucking views or more. Even if it's just fucking Max El-Haj and Ken sitting around the table talking, I just don't. He's been around the space forever. Like anyone with like institutional knowledge in the company should be like, you at least call that guy. Like he deserves a hey dude, we're not letting camps in. This is the reason why. Do you want to apply with a non-camp? I just can't see. He's such a positive force in the space. He has a known following. He's been around fucking forever.
He's been around longer than just about everyone at CrossFit has at this point.
Yeah, I'm not like, and I granted that it might be.
Yeah, clock.
I just don't get it. And maybe he did something to upset someone. Oh, let me read that again. That line about not being accredited media and CF's denial to Hiller is this day and age where there's hardly any such thing anymore. Yeah, of course. Is peak post-truth lying? Yeah.
Dale, CTP is one of the most welcoming people ever, which is very true. I remember the first time I ever saw him in person, and I knew his voice. I don't think I've ever had that before. Oh. Like, holy shit, you're the barbell shrug guy.
Yeah. It's not just that he's been around for I don't know. I've never heard anyone say one bad thing about the guy either. Everyone fucking respects the guy.
No.
And it's not because he's not edgy either. He'll do edgy shit. He's very creative.
It is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's got his own style, and he's quirky, and he's knowledgeable, and he's been around the best people in the space, from the media to the athletic to the training. It's just weird. I don't think that someone there knew what they were doing by not letting him come. Like, if they, you know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't make sense. If they said, "Hey, Sevon, you can't come," I could come up with a dozen reasons why.
And everybody who's arguing for me the same way. Like, if you flip the coin, they're like, "I get it."
Yeah, or even if you don't get it, they would have reasons. I just can't think of a reason for him.
Nope.
Like, I can't even make one up. Well, this one time, yeah. I don't know what it stands for.
Chris, the producer.
Oh, really? Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, messed up.
Crazy. When Sevon met him at the games, he followed up by asking if he could touch his piece. I don't know. I want to say that's not true, but it probably is.
I want to see who is invited. That's really it, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
And last year they have something where you could pay to play. That's kind of what he was alluding to. How do you become a partner?
Well, 1 second there. For fuck's sake, who is CTP? Yeah, that's the thing too. He's not like a guy who's like, he's never been interested in being in the spotlight at all. So like, probably everyone here has watched his shit and didn't even know you watched his shit. Like, that's how much shit he's made and been involved in. It's 10,000% true.
What is?
That I asked to touch his piece, or he asked to touch my piece. I also don't have an issue with if Mayhem is like sponsoring the affiliate lounge. Let's say, I'm just making this up, I have no idea, but if Mayhem gives $100,000 or HWPO gives $100,000 for like the large, or Rogue for instance, or anyone if you pay money and there's a certain level of money you pay that you also get like one photographer and one video guy. You know what I mean? Like, that seems absolutely that's what you're paying for too, right? So last year Mayhem sponsored the campground, and of course they should get media access for that. No. And how come? How come?
Does the NFL work that way too?
Well, yeah, hold on. I suspect that and I don't know this for certain, but I suspect if you're Prudential and you sponsor the Prudential halftime show, right?
Oh, okay.
That you get a booth, probably, or at least or at least first option to buy a booth or something, right? And then maybe I don't know, but in the contract, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, "Hey, we would like to use photos for this game for future promotion of Prudential commercials." I don't know, but it doesn't seem like a stretch to me. You know, Sports Illustrated. I'm guessing Sports Illustrated has people on the field, but they're not a partner. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know how they do it. Like, does M&M's get to send a photographer to the Olympics since they're the official snack for the Olympics or whatever? I don't know. That's a good question.
I just imagine somebody like Shelby Neal, right? What camp is she part of? I don't know the answer to that, but it's
proven.
It's not proven. I don't think she's a proven athlete. I think she's got her own coach. I think she told me who her coach was. I think his name is David, but I don't know. But anyway.
You thought her boyfriend was Jack Farlow.
I did.
You took a picture with him. That's awesome.
No one told me otherwise.
And what's even better is he just rolled with it. Damn, who?
Hey, dude, you just won the clean. That's awesome. No, he didn't. But anyway, they're not paying $100,000 to get content of Shelby.
Say that again. I just got an email from CrossFit. I was looking to see if it's like a denial or approval.
Is it?
No, I don't know what this is.
Is it the workout of the day?
No, it's something from Madigan.
Oh. Is it saying get Hiller off your show right now or it's ruining your...
Dear Sevon, your affiliation with the ESPN and ESPN2 telecast will feature the day's top heats.
I got that too.
That's dope. Okay, sorry.
This
okay.
is good. This is as long as it's not just ESPN Plus.
I'm a big ESPN Plus guy.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because it's the only one I watch. Okay.
No.
All right. But it's where fighting is. So it's where I watch all the fighting.
And you got to go to find it.
That's true. That's true. I've just become so comfortable with it. But you're right. Okay. Go.
You're completely fine with that. Yeah. But the thing that people are trying to say is like, oh, we're on ESPN. It's like, no, you're on ESPN Plus. You got to go to find it. And you got to pay to find it, which you do for fighting, which is not what they're saying that they're getting it last year. But it looks different this year per this email.
Hey, here's the thing too. Like, I'll tell you this. When I see accredited media, I just think that that's bullshit and dishonest and disingenuous because no one knows what accredited media is. That just means that's like saying like, hey, dude, they would let fucking The Rock come down there and shoot pictures in a second because he has 200 million Instagram followers. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's just a lie. The email is just a lie. The generic email you got, and I don't think that anyone owes anything to say what's fair or not fair. Like if they just want, do you know what I mean? So, I don't like this reasoning. Last year, I can't remember. I wanted to go somewhere, and they said it wouldn't be fair. It's like it wouldn't be fair. Fair to who? Like what do you like? We're not all equal in the fucking space. Someone shooting photos doesn't need the same access as someone shooting video. Someone writing doesn't need the same access as someone shooting photos or video. Someone writing might need more access during this time or that time. It's like. That fair thing is just, it sounds ridiculous to me. If you were, it just sounds like an excuse to be dishonest about picking and choosing what you really want. Hey, no one has a problem. Just say this. The Buttery Bros have an incredible track record of making really engaging content that's really well edited with great music that's always a positive force in the space, and their turnaround time is fast. And therefore, we're going to give them
bingo.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
You made Annette Reeves cry for bringing up her own interview, and we don't want you here. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. That's fine.
And then I would be like, why did she cry about it?
Yeah. Well, kudos to her for
she shouldn't have said it.
And kudos to her for being honest about her hiring practices. I don't got a problem with her honesty.
Should I respond to Chris Madigan? How do I become accredited media? What do I need to do? What's the process of becoming accredited media? I thought I did that when I filed my business application.
Or maybe
Andrew Hiller Media LLC. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, mine's called Sevon Media LLC. Hey, maybe, but you don't even know. That's the problem. You can't really protest because you don't know the reason why. You'd have to find out the reason why first. Like, we still don't know why CTP. Like, it didn't actually. We don't really know why.
They're just babies, dude.
Well, they're gonna say they have limited room, right?
I mean, well, why didn't they say it the first time?
I mean, they've just been saying that all. They've been saying
for 10 emails. It's like, well, we have limited room.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's because I watch all the Dave stuff, but I feel like he's been warning us since they announced Dickies. Like, hey, dude, things are going to be different. We have limited room. But I also feel like they've also sent us an email saying they're going to allow more media than ever this year.
Yeah, I've heard both.
So. It doesn't sound like he's going to push back at all.
Who?
CTP.
CTP, no. Not at all. He's just cool. And, dude, really, they don't allow monopods or tripods, which kind of blows because it's hard to shoot from the stands with a long lens without a monopod.
Here's another reason why it's really important to have good media access, because at least for me, because the travel time between spots. So if I want to go from point A to point B and you're just a regular fucking Joe, you might have to go up, around, and down. You know what I mean? Like in a stadium. Where if you have a media pass, you probably can, there's a more direct route. At least for sure it was like that in Carson and in Madison. Way more direct routes. Way easier. Through tunnels. Shit like that. You know what I mean?
I really like talking to people.
Yeah.
And we would be sitting at the West Coast, and Alexis would say something like, I want to get a water bottle. And I'd go, all right, here's my wallet. Like, go get a water bottle. And she goes, I kind of want you to come with me. And he goes, I'm going to miss the next event because I'll end up talking to people, which I like to do. And that's something that you don't have to do either when you've got media credentials, right? You're not roaming around and
Hey, that's what men do.
Get water bottles?
No, but like
talk to people.
I automatically say, like, if my wife's going somewhere, I'll be like, do you have cash? Do you have money? Or if we're in line somewhere, even though like I don't even know how our money works, she's in charge of it all.
Here's the thing, Alexis wouldn't even take my wallet if she wanted to. I was like, here, take it. Like she wouldn't take $1.
But that's just a man thing to do. That's another one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's just
that was my way of saying I'm not going, but know that I don't care. I'd rather sit here and have you buy it.
But yeah, I'll pay for that. Like men just pay for shit. Like I just like, hey babe, I don't know if this credit card, like probably, I don't know, 20 years ago, I'd be like, hey, here's the 85 cents in my pocket. My wife's in charge of my allowance. Not.
The other day we went to the grocery store, and I don't like going to basically like Whole Foods type places. And Alexa, you go to one, and I go, all right, I'll go, but you're paying.
To going where? Where were you going?
It's called Fresh Time, THYME.
Oh.
It's like Whole Foods. Like, all right, I'll go, but I'm not paying.
I just wait in the car. I wait in the fucking car.
Well, why? You don't like those places either?
Ever since the pandemic, I'm like, and I hate all the people in my grocery stores, and I don't want to be around those fucking idiots. I don't want to be around the coward employees. I don't like going in there and seeing those fucking people. I just don't like those I don't want to be around those people. I just become a judgmental cunt. So I just wait in the car. If I'm going to buy food, I go to the gas. I go to either the gas station or I go to like a mom and pop, like a stores, like where they roll all the carts out with the fruits and vegetables onto the driveway. Like I like those.
That must be a California thing.
Yeah. Whole Foods smells like feet. Yeah, I just know those are just fucking rotten fucking people in those places.
See, I don't think that. I just don't like the idea of spending 25 cents more per dollar on things that you don't need to, for the sheer fact that they said organic for no reason.
Oh, my uncle lives in SoCal and feels the same way, Sevon. Hey, I went to is that triplets? I went to Safeway the other day.
Which is a grocery store.
With my boys, yeah. Ghetto as fuck grocery store. And I went in there and I bought $400 worth of ribeye. I bought all their ribeyes.
Okay.
And I came
But
home.
yes, they were judgmentally looking at you.
Dude, I got just in so much trouble when I got home.
Why?
The first ribeye my wife opens, there's fucking mold on it. She's like, where'd you get these? I'm like, Safeway. She's like, don't get any fucking food at Safeway. Don't get meat at Safeway.
You are a child.
Why? Me?
Because you don't know how to shop.
I just went there with my boys and I pushed the cart up and I go get all that meat out of that row and put it in the cart. And they got it all. And then I went to the front to pay for it. And then my wife's like, why don't you go to the fucking butcher? That's it. I was
like, what's that? Was your next question?
No, I know where the butcher is. I don't like going in there either. Costco, Sevi. I don't know if my wife would let me go to Costco. I don't know. Well, I mean, she'd let me. She's not going to stop me. But if I bring meat from there, I'm afraid she won't cook that either.
I told you about that ribeye I bought, right?
Yeah, that was amazing.
That huge ribeye. I sent you the pictures, right?
I wonder what my wife thinks about. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I ate ribeye for 2 weeks straight with that thing. And it was expensive. It was like $240 for that thing, but it made 16 steaks.
Sorry, where are my boys?
16 freaking steaks.
Let me see if I'm allowed to shop at Costco. What the fuck is going on here?
Hey.
Hi. Are there any kids in our house?
Mira and Joseph.
Who?
Mira and Joseph.
Oh, okay. Hey, am I allowed to get meat from Am I allowed to get meat from Costco?
If it looks like good quality, yeah.
But not Safeway.
No.
Okay, thank you.
What? You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Your mom was gonna put us on your her Costco membership.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a video.
Paul Saladino endorses Costco, so it must be fine.
Hiller, can you send Haley a picture of your meat?
Oh yeah.
That video. Okay. Hiller's gonna send you a video of his meat.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye, Hiller.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, babe.
Bye.
Taylor might be staying at our house for 2 weeks.
2 weeks? No.
All right, bye.
I'm kidding. I hope he babysits.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Did your Safeway steaks look like this?
No.
These look great, right?
Yeah, those look great. Mine were all mushed and shit and flat and. Can Rosemary put the entire chat on her Costco membership?
I do give blood.
Oh, do you give blood, Hiller?
I was talking to Paul last time I was in California, West Coast.
Yeah.
And he said that when he gives blood, he feels like it's a full body ejaculation.
Wow.
So the second I got home, I gave blood. And he was right. I kind of felt great.
My wife gives blood too.
It just felt good.
She does it for health reasons. Like I forget, for some reason she said something about too much iron or something.
Chicks usually have the opposite issue. Too little iron.
Yeah, I don't know what her deal is.
You should just propose it the same way. I don't know what your deal is.
Andrew says stop giving blood.
I did not say that. I give blood.
But do you do it? You do it because of the TRT, right? I'm guessing it has
Right.
some. Okay.
There's like an abundance of red blood cells. The hematocrit, yes, which also makes it easy to breathe on certain things and harder on others.
Oh, but my wife's a world-class meat handler, so maybe that's why she's put so much meat in her mouth that she has to give blood. Could that be the reason? 2 steaks a day for fucking a year.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
You see what you did there, right? You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got 30 seconds. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Followed by steaks.
Steaks. Are we going for 5 hours today? No, I have to pee.
I feel like a commercial. How are those going?
Dude, so good. I'm so proud. Yeah, Brett killed it. I think the contest is doing well. We're going to get more people entering than I suspected. And Brett's making 5 more. I heard that Pedro's entering the contest. I pretty much, if Pedro enters, I just have to pick him as the winner to give him the 5K, or do I have to be honest?
I mean, that would be like CrossFit giving Mayhem credentials for spending money to put a trailer in a boot camp or whatever.
Hey, I do think that Rich should get what he wants.
Yeah, and so should Matt.
So should Tia.
Yeah.
That one hurt.
When I said yeah, no, it's fine. You gotta get what you want.
What if Tia reached out to you and wanted to do a day in a life with you?
Awesome. I'd be there whenever, as fast as I could. That goes for just about any of them, right?
Andrew, this is Nick Johnson.
I like Nick. I like you, Nick. Hi.
I know this is going to catch you a little off guard here, but what do you think about doing 48 hours with Tia?
I think you're bullshitting me, Nick.
You're right. Aha, sucker. Fuck you. You didn't get your credentials at the game. Fuck you.
That's 100. If I got a phone call from Nick Johnston and calling you your credentials, and that's what he said, like I would think you're lying. Whose idea was this? Yours or Tia's? Neither.
Hello. Oh no, not that one. Okay, this could be him. Andrew, this is Nick Johnson from Proven. How are you today?
Good as ever.
We'd like to give you Tia's coach pass this year, so you can do a intimate piece on her from the CrossFit Games, a behind the scenes just on Tia. We're going to give you her coach's pass.
Did you see my Instagram post asking about women on their periods?
Tia is actually on her period. Tia's actually pregnant, and we want to show that she can win the games being 2.5 months pregnant.
Wow.
It's going to be controversial. It's going to be very controversial, Andrew, but we think when it comes to controversy, you can handle it.
I don't know. Is CrossFit going to let me post this one? They might not let me.
They might not. Hiller, your last 48 hours was phenomenal. Let's fucking go.
Oh, thanks, Anthony. Hey, Bernie, this is. I said that this is my Moby Dick. 48 hours of Spiegel. I would.
Oh, that's awesome.
What was I gonna?
Hey, are you gonna do a Spiegel? But I'm not watching that interview because I keep thinking you're gonna do a.
I am. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You think that's gonna help your chances with?
No. Maybe. It's more of like at the moment where I'm at with it. It's more of a Bryce. Like Bryce is he's not my kind of person. He's like that dude in the car talking about insurance. It's like, I don't want to talk to you about insurance. And also, when you're talking, stop being all philosophical. Just be here, dude. Like, you don't have to like reference Plato every chance you get. Come on. Socrates is dead.
He's a trip.
Bryce?
Yeah.
Oh, and yes, I'm going to go to NorCal. I heard you're going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are we all staying together there? We got a house there.
You got a house?
Yeah.
I don't think I have anywhere to stay yet. I totally.
CA Peptide's got a house. We better figure that out. I think I'm bringing my kids there. That's going to be fucking crazy. Hey, I was thinking about getting a Starlink.
You should.
For there, so that we can like broadcast shit live from there.
How many people do you think you could hook up to that thing?
I think we could sit down and do a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have a booth there
Oh, that would be cool.
and just set up. I mean, that sounds like a fucking lot of work. I don't know who's going to do that. Like, you have to get like a pop-up tent and shit. Maybe they'll set up a booth for us. Maybe a sponsor. Shit. What if there's like someone there? What if there's a vendor there at NorCal who would let us use their booth?
Last year, Wolverine was there.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them in a long time. Bailey Walker, how much is Starlink?
$150 a month.
Yeah, Caleb said you had 500 for the device or something.
Yeah.
48 hours with Danny Spiegel would break the internet.
How long does it take you to do 30 muscle ups?
Me?
You.
I don't know. Want me to try today?
Yeah.
What should I? What
that was the workout of the day on .com like yesterday, I think. 30 strict muscle ups.
I haven't done 30 muscle ups in 15 years. 10 years. 10 years.
Are you going to get hurt?
No. Maybe. What do you think I should do for my plan of attack? 2 on the minute?
Does it take you 15 minutes, you think?
Is that fast or slow?
Slow.
Oh.
I think you probably do like 1 every 30 seconds.
I don't kip. I have to do them from a seated position.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because the CrossFit workout of the day yesterday was 30 strict ring muscle ups for time. And I figured that's how you would do them anyway.
I think I used to know my 30 muscle ups for time PR. And I went to a basketball court at a elementary school and I hung the rings underneath a hoop. And I did them all strict. And I want to say I was crazy proud of my time, and it was like 9 minutes.
So that's what you should try to go for 10 then.
Or was it 4? It was either just under 5 minutes or just under 10 minutes. I can't remember.
Did you get that joke? Barkley got it.
Hold on. I'm trying to think real quick. I doubt it was under 5 minutes. What was the joke? I should do what? That's a joke. Went over his head. Oh, what was the joke?
Welcome to the world of Alexis, Mr. Matosian.
What was the joke? Tell me the joke. I want to see if I can get it.
You said you could go 2 on the minute, and I go, no, it's going to be something more like 1 every 30 seconds.
Oh, and I didn't do the math.
It was just your head was thinking about your personal record.
I suck. I suck at interviewing. I need to be more present.
It's all right. This is your show. You're not being interviewed.
I can still fuck it up. Okay. I think I would be very proud if I got 15 minutes. Actually, if I do 2 on the minute, maybe I could get like 14 minutes and 20 seconds. You know what I mean? Because on that 14th minute, I would do it those first 2.
At some point, wouldn't you just say that you can go sooner?
Yeah, but whenever I do that, shit can start getting weird.
Do you think people go to .com anymore to look at that stuff?
No.
I
don't. I find, to be completely honest with you, I find the website repulsive.
I agree.
Like I would never stay on a website that looks like that. But I'm old. I'm 52 too. But I would
CEO shirt.
What?
No way.
Oh shit! Was that a Training Think Tank shirt right in the beginning?
No, maybe it was an open shirt. I swear I saw a CEO shirt, but it may have been an open.
Is that Training Think Tank?
Do you see one?
The old lady with the tits bouncing in the beginning? Watch, right? There.
I don't think it was Training Think Tank.
These stairs right there, that's San Diego. That's like a seminar training camp or something.
There you go.
30 strict muscle ups.
So you would be doing the intermediate option, a 15-minute AMRAP of strict ring muscle ups, but you might also finish under the.
Hey, yeah. I don't even think that anyone does. I bet you not one person besides me actually would do strict muscle ups.
What do you mean? You think they would be doing shit like this, 10 rounds of ring rows and push-ups?
No, they'll be kipping.
This person seems to have done it. You sick Kim. Oh, wait a minute. This guy's a god. This guy used to win China all the time. I'm pulling his video up. Give me a minute. This is fun. What do you think? They're going to be strict or not?
We're gonna see.
Nope.
I don't know. That's pretty good though.
That little leg pop.
Yeah, I just think like he's tightening his core. You know what I mean?
Do you know Yusuk Kim?
That's fucking crazy. So he did. What was his time?
Let me see. I'll pull it up. Let's see.
6 something.
6:22.
How fast do you think you could do it? You think you could do it in under 10?
Yeah.
Strict?
Oh yeah. How long? Let's see what it looks like towards the back end. I don't know, dude. He's like really chucking his legs into that thing. Whew. You think? Look at that leg chuck.
I mean, it's definitely. Is he using a false grip?
Yes. Oh yeah. That's a kip, homie.
I don't know. I give it to him, but I also respect you calling it a kip.
That is a kip.
Hey, I don't think anyone did it more strict than that. Let me see if there's any other times.
All right. One second. I want to show you this really quick though. I can't believe this name popped out. This is where I think I'm on. This is this dude, Yusuk Kim, Korea of Republic. He was the 909th in the world in quarterfinals, and he's doing .com workouts. I don't know why because he would always have his score up first. Like when they would release workouts on a Thursday, you would always see Yusuk Kim. He was
God, you have a good memory.
There he is. This is back when I'd be like, oh, that was a pretty good score, and it was always Yusuk Kim.
Hiller, your strict Fran was less strict than that.
Oh, shut your face, Greg. Tell me why.
I'm looking for
Here, I have these up again. 1150. Not many of them post videos. That might be the only one that posts a video.
Do you see any times faster? What was that? Let me see. Hunter Hoffman.
624, but there's no video. 945 on a bar. That's harder.
Wait, what's that chick's name? Annie what?
Annie, where the fuck she go? Hoffman?
There's no fucking way.
Where'd she go?
There's no fucking way some chick did 30 fucking strict muscle ups.
There you go.
Annie. What's your last name? BR.
Bridegroom.
BRIDEGGROOM. There's no fucking way. Oh, I don't see her on
Instagram.
I
found her CrossFit profile. Maybe. You want to see it?
I think maybe I found her. Yeah.
There she is. I don't know, dude. I think maybe not. Crazy shoulders, though.
Yeah, there's no way she did.
Strict.
She thinks she did this?
Like Yusuk? I mean, on a bar, no way. Right. Yeah, no way. She made it on 30 for time.
Yeah.
Hotel gym did Fran instead.
10 rounds for time. Oh, wait, let me see that one.
This one?
No, I thought I saw a 516. So people put in their own fucking workouts.
Yeah. Here's what they did instead. 3 TRX row. Oh, but that's kind of like a TRX row to low transition, which is kind of like a muscle up thing.
I would have to be so fucking warm to do that.
Just ride the assault bike.
Yeah, I just have to ride the assault bike for 10 minutes. I'll try it. I'll try 2 on the minute for
But you record it?
15 minutes. You think I should?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And post it.
All right.
That'll be good. I bet there's not many people your age who can do that.
Good.
You might be like one of the only ones.
I'm strictly in love with Sevon. Fair enough. Makes sense. I'm more than 10 years older than you. I fit the mold.
Yeah, if you can't do 2 on the minute, just try one every 30 seconds.
I don't get it. Hey, no, I don't think doing singles is the way. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 2 on the minute, and I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna start from the bottom, and I'm gonna be sitting down, And when I get to the bottom, I'm going to make it so my butt barely touches, so I get a little tiny bounce that no one will be able to see when they watch the video. You know what I mean?
I'll see it.
And then I'm going to go right back up, and I'm going to do 2 on the minute for 30 minutes. And even if I have to start kipping, I'll kip, whatever that looks like from the seated position.
Even if you will kip?
Yeah, if I have to, if I end up having to skip, like I'm going to get to 30 no matter what.
I can't wait to use that sound bite. I'll get to 30 no matter what. I'll get to 30 no matter what.
Ow. Ow. Can't hold my camera.
Taylor told me you're going to record it? Yes. 1 hour on the clock. I'll get to 30 no matter what.
Hey, should I take a picture of my setup right now?
What setup?
This setup. So look at. God, I have my text messages open.
Close them.
All right.
I feel like you're taking a picture of me.
I'm taking the pictures of let's see if there's anything inappropriate out here. Just so yeah, it has my
Oh yeah, Suze coming on soon, isn't he?
Oh, at 11?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Whatever the 35 version of 10:35.
Wow, you could zoom in and even see what I've written on this pad. That's crazy. As long as what I wrote in the private chat to you isn't up.
Alexis and I are watching this show called The Bates Motel, which is a really it's fine so far, but they got the iPhone 1 in it.
Oh, damn.
That's all I can think about when you're like, wow, I can zoom all the way in. And then think about the iPhone 1, like, wow, I can zoom all the way in.
Okay, I'm posting this.
Where?
To Instagram right now.
For what reason?
Because I'm a fucking digital content creator. I'm an influencer.
You're an influencer.
Podcast.
Oh wow, they added Shad 1000 to the games profile. Are you out of your mind?
Do you know what's crazy? Do you know the history of okay, look at my post. Do you think I'm going to get in trouble for that by Instagram?
Let me see. Is there a banana in it?
No, but I left the nude of Starlight on there.
Nice.
I cut out the text messages, but I left the nude. That's
awesome. Doesn't that light bug the shit out of you?
No, it's not as bright as it seems in the picture. It's not. There's a really bright light over here on the other side that you can't see in the photo. That goes no.
Dave's olive oil. I'm looking at all the stuff you've got over there.
Oh, back here. I'm starting a Fit Aid collection. Here's the chocolate dick you sent me.
How's it looking? White?
Yeah, it's white.
I can't wait until a fucking picture of Starlight.
Bunch of the bags of weed. A Paper Street coffee bag. This was like a I think this is like a $300 or $400 hat. Maybe $500. I don't know. I think
stand for
the best ever. It's a Floyd Mayweather hat. This friend of his who was running his hat, and it's all leather and nice. I want to say this might even be, I don't know. It's probably just plastic. He probably lied to me. He said it was Anaconda or some shit.
It's a nice hat. Oh, you still have those in honor of us talking about Hunter earlier.
Yeah. Remember? I gave the Molly away. I gave the ecstasy away. I gave it back to the dude who gave it to me.
Oh, Barkley. Nice update. Chad's been in the profile since the pre-2023 games update.
Do you know the origin of Chad?
Like Giga Chad?
Just that, like, I think Dave just knew that dude, and Dave just and that dude's wife is on the seminar staff, and he killed himself. So Dave's like, "Hey, I'm doing a workout, and it's Chad, and it wasn't even a hero WOD. Dave just did it on his own." You know what I mean?
I did not know that.
Like, there's a whole process and a line, and you have to get validation from families. Like, fuck that. That's my fucking one of my staff's homies and husbands, and so I'm just making it up. And then what's crazy too is then after he made it, like he basically just did that on his own, and then CrossFit sort of just, it never even became an official hero workout. Just all of a sudden it was a hero workout. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole process it has to go through.
Is there really?
Yeah. Like they won't, like, you have to like contact the family. You have to make sure that they're okay with it. You have to make sure that the person was a CrossFitter.
They changed the weight. That's too heavy. He wouldn't have liked that.
You run it by the family members to make sure it's movements that they like. There's a whole thing to it. But I don't know what Dave did, but Dave just made it, and one day we were just doing it over at HQ. It's like, hey, today we're doing Chad. So then now it becomes this official workout. But what's funny is like, I've seen posts where like they're crediting people for it, and it's always like Jocko or Goggins and there'll be no mention. It'll be like, thank you for the blah 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 for supporting the Chad workout, and it'll name off all these people, but not the guy who made the workout and just pushed it through. It's just weird.
That is weird. I don't like that.
If Sevon died, what would be his WOD?
What's the least amount of calories you can get while still making the assault leg move for 1 hour?
All right. On that
Have
note,
you ever done an hour for calories?
No. I'm sure I've ridden the bike for an hour. Because I've done it a couple times, because I know at 40 minutes it gets really like, I always go through something like, oh, okay, I'm done.
I'm good.
1,000
for the picture thing, right?
Yeah.
The photography gear stuff. And that was, I felt like a massive pussy. Number one.
Why?
I really thought it wouldn't be a big deal to go 10 calories a minute.
Yeah.
For the completion of it. So an hour and 40.
Yeah.
And then like right around 800, like everything starts to shut down. It was, for me, it did at least. It was weird.
At 800 calories?
And then the next 200 took me another hour to do 200 calories, which it shouldn't.
Oh, an hour to do 200?
Yeah, that's more. That should really, people do that in 10 minutes, dude. And really, if you're moving, it's like 20 minutes is even kind of slow still.
I want to. I've gone over 400 calories a bunch of times. I want to say the most I've ever done on the bike was like 462 calories, but I've for sure never stayed on it for more than an hour. But I also would not hold 10 calories a minute. Well, yeah, I've done 300 calories in 30 minutes a shitload of times. The thing is minute 10 through 20 is significantly easier than minute 0 through 10 and 0:20 to 30 for me.
What about minutes?
And then after 40, shit gets kind of weird for me.
Minutes 90 to 100. How's that go?
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. I would want to get off. Did you get pimples on your ass from that? I would get a fucking crazy pimple.
Chafing.
Yeah, I don't really get chafing.
Have you ever ridden an Echo bike?
Not for more than 100 calories. Just at CrossFit we had when we had them, but I avoided it like the plague.
Because
I like the chain.
Yeah, I want to get rid of my Echo bike. I don't like it.
You don't? What do you want to get?
An assault bike.
But their new ones are belt driven too.
But they still have the older ones.
Oh, so you do like a chain too?
Yeah, I used to do these workouts all the time with thousands of calories in them, and it was actually enjoyable. There's nothing maybe that's probably why it's better for you.
I want a Stairmaster.
Get one.
Nah. All right. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. Yeah.
Everybody, thank you. I'm going to go have a Fit Aid now. You too can have a Fit Aid and get 40% off. Did you get your Fit Aids? God damn it.
No.
Someone order some Fit Aid now and see if you can get your Fit Aid faster than Andrew.